you.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of High Rollers D&D. The D&D show here on High Rollers D&D Twitch. We're also over on the Yogscast Twitch if you're joining us over there. Welcome, friends. I'm your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes. And joining me this week, my lovely friends. Happy people. We've got Kim. No, on the other side, we've got Kim, Trot, Katie, and our newest member, Rom. Say hello, Rom. Rom's already waving for us.
Hello.
They were doing this for about 20 minutes before we went live.
It's been a while.
Tom, get your face on camera, for fuck's sake.
I prefer my
What was your name,
Rim.
Kim?
Rim.
Rim?
Yeah.
Rim or Rom?
Rim or Rom?
Tom,
double
get
act.
on camera, for fuck's sake. The joke's done.
Camera.
People want to see your face.
Do they?
Hello, everybody.
What up?
Welcome to another stream. Hope everybody is well. Exciting episode of D&D for you today. Only one thing to really go over before we get into the recap. We don't have a sponsor this week, so instead, I was just going to throw it to Kim to talk about her fundraiser that she's got going on
Okay.
next week.
Just gonna throw that
Unexpected.
at me.
Yeah, just going to throw that at you. Yep.
Here, let me make it really... There you go.
There we go. Even better.
Hey, it's me again. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you on Thursday. Do you like being entertained? Do you like fundraisers? Do you hate racism? Then have I got a stream for you next Friday, 21st of August, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. BST. Come on over to twitch.tv/NanoKim. Yes, NanoKim. That's my new Twitch. And I will be doing a fundraising charity stream to raise money for End the Virus of Racism, which is a fundraiser that I have been working behind the scenes on with a lot of other activists. We are aiming to raise money to fund the UK's first not-for-profit organisation to help tackle East and Southeast Asian racism in the UK. Because racism's bad.
It is.
Thanks.
Well done. Well sold.
What the
There we
hell?
go. How he put that together so
Kathimbly.
quickly, I don't know.
Kathimbly. Right.
Thanks,
yeah.
Kathimbly.
If you want more details, follow me on Twitter at NanoSounds, and I'll be tweeting a lot about it, including the guests I have. I've got some fun guests, some comedians joining me, actual comedians, not these bunch of jokers that I stream with. But yeah.
What? Comedians are jokers.
It's true. No,
What?
it's true.
Yeah.
We're not funny.
Back
None
to
of
the
us
gang,
are
back
actually
to the
funny.
gang.
Maybe
Oh,
Rhiannon
God.
is funny, but I think the rest of us. If you're joining High Rollers for the first time, you'll probably notice we're not the most professional stream out there.
I don't know what you're
It doesn't
talking
change. It doesn't get any better.
Yes, we are. We're so pro. Oh my
Mega
god.
pro.
You know what, Mark?
How dare you?
At least we're consistent. We are consistent in our manners.
Consistent, yes, but throwing some
Mark, do
very
you have-
dubious down.
Do you have any cans today? Any cans that you feel you need to open?
Yeah.
No, I haven't got any cans.
No,
that's
I
good.
don't know what
Good.
you're talking about.
Good.
Can check.
Good. And check. Right, with that's the only thing I was going to mention, unless there's something I've forgotten. Anybody else? I guess we could do a
nope.
general reminder of if you've got Amazon Prime, don't forget you get a free Twitch Prime sub. If you're watching over on High Rollers D&D, that's our personal Twitch channel. You sub up there. Not only does it support us, you get loads of cool emotes and stuff like that. We also have a merch store. If you've ever wanted to show us any support, buy merch. You get a cool thing. We get some monies. That's a great way of doing it. That's Kim's shirt on show there for the Nova, the Atlas Academy shirt. Loads of stuff. Go check that out all on the merch store.
The new long sleeve, the newer long sleeve Aerois with the ship on it, and the Nova one are limited and might be going away soon.
I
so-
think they're very close to ending. So yeah, grab those while you can. The other one is just don't forget about our YouTube. If you ever are like, people are like, I want to get into High Rollers, but I couldn't possibly watch live. Point them at the YouTube, point them at the podcast. It's pretty much everywhere podcasts are available. That's a really good thing to do, and it helps us a lot. And with that, I think that's it. So I was just going to do the recap after a little bit of dun-dun.
Yeah.
Well,
And
done.
to keep the professionalism up, I'm going to...
Hello, and welcome back to Aerois. I'm just gonna let that go. I'm gonna let it go. There's some very funny things were said when we're cut off. Right, are we ready, children? Good.
Children.
Last time on Aerois, our heroes have begun the final step of their journey across the astral sea to return home. Having met strange new allies, as well as making powerful new enemies, the group aim to return home to Aerois. There are some quiet moments during the travel as Nova speaks with Captain Thalia, and with Quill attempts to undo her Medusa transformation, to no avail. Thalia reveals that her past isn't quite what Nova may think, and that she hasn't always been a very good person in her life. During the evenings, Ayla comforts a distraught Rethra, a fellow wild elf she saved from forced labor. It's clear that years as a gladiator have traumatized him, and Ayla spends the night telling him all about Aerois and her people. One of the final barriers is the stretch of the astral sea known as the Shifting Straits, a massive labyrinth of ice and rock that moves chaotically. The crew work together to navigate the deadly maze as the ship begins to malfunction in strange ways, and Quill notices something amongst the ice moving with them. A distress call from a Valkyrian Empire ship is cut off abruptly, and soon the team realize why. A colossal creature made from frost and starlight roams the Shifting Straits, numerous wrecked Valkyrian ships encrusted within its icy armor, and more left floating in a ship graveyard at the heart of the Shifting Straits. The party notices what they believe to be the presence of Hadar coming from one of the crashed ships on the giant creature's body, and Nova senses another shard of her hexblade weapon Tiangong within as well. With a dramatic landing and battle against ice elementals, the party manage to make their way inside the crashed ship. Find only darkness. And we are going to pick up there. There's a couple of little things some very minor retcons that I'm going to make. One is that when Sentry sent Echo ahead to scout what was deeper into this wreckage of the ship that you're exploring, Echo, your little kind of floating familiar, saw a large kind of hangar bay room with like kind of catwalks above, all sorts of magitech kind of on display, and at the center they saw the shard of Tiangong. I'm now going to retcon and say it was the form of a shield it was taking rather than the weapon that I described previously. We also saw just before Echo vanished that there was 9 lights. There was actually 11 red lights glowing in the darkness.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Okay.
Might have gotten that wrong at the last second. So the last thing that Echo saw was moving through this pitch black hangar, kind of scouting around, seeing the wreckage of Magitech vehicles, seeing all sorts of like storage containers. Just behind Tiangong, the shard of Tiangong, in the darkness, 11 red lights, kind of like eyes, blinked into existence. One of them flashed, and then Echo was no more. And that is what you last knew. You guys are currently still quite far back. Echo and I believe the Arcane Eye traveled ahead, but the rest of you are still further back when you were exploring some of the kind of dead rooms. All of the rooms of this crashed ship so far have been empty. You found no bodies. You found no real evidence of people, attacks or anything like that. It's just dead. It's just like a dead ghost ship. But there are several adjacent rooms where if you wanted to try and take a short rest, you could probably jump into one of those and do that if you wished.
Like finding a room
and that's
full
where
of
we
healing
begin.
potions, and it's a boss room coming up.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little save point.
Yeah.
There's no
Bench
safe
we
point.
can rest on.
There's a little bench, yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, with the revelation that it's 11 lights, not 9 lights, there's gonna be a lot of upset people in the High Rollers lore Discord who've all week have been like, what could have 9? What could have 9? Is it 9? But 9. Maybe it's like this, but this, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's 11.
I've still got my Arcane Eye
3
out,
Sam Fishers.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the deets. Give me the deets on the Arcane Eye. Well, also, do you have to concentrate to see through the eye? If you take a rest, is that gonna mess with that?
Well,
or...
I mean, if I've just seen Echo blow up, so it's an invisible magical eye within range that hovers in the air for the duration, and I mentally receive visual information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. So
the Arcane Eye The Arcane Eye doesn't see. It sees these brief red lights, and it sees Echo. Something like a red beam hits Echo and turns it into dust, and then the Arcane Eye can see 30 feet within a very large room of darkness, and it can see just sort of metal crystalline floor, and that's all. How far can you send the Arcane Eye away from you as well?
So I can. I think I can just send it. There's no limit to how far away from the eye it can move from me.
Okay.
I can't enter another plane of existence, obviously, but like, yeah.
Sure. If you just want to keep concentrating, I would say that concentrating on the I suppose it's not really concentrating, is it? You're just receiving the information while you take a short rest. I'm assuming you're taking a short rest, by the way.
For an hour. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I was just wondering about just flying towards the red lights and just see if I can get to them and find what they are.
Yeah, I guess, like, concentrating on a spell. How long does it last as well? An hour, did you say?
An hour? So we've been using it for, like, 5 minutes to get down to the end of the corridor?
Yeah, so you've basically, during your short rest, you can explore. So yeah, you send it towards the red lights. Everybody else, if you want to do, like, spending hit dice and taking a short rest, by all means do so.
Yes. Awesome.
The Arcane Eye, its progress is slow because you're constantly... this room, you can tell, is pitch black. There are some sources of light in there that kind of give off this faint glow. But outside of those radiuses, it's just pitch black. You do see there are large chunks of purple and black crystal that look like part of the ceiling has collapsed and fallen down. The Arcane Eye would also see that parts of the room... There's an inky blackness that's not just darkness. This is something else. Something that Quill has seen before. That has spread along the walls and parts of the floor, creating this void-like substance. Similar to that you encountered in the Night Eye, which was a ruin you explored long ago now. Or what feels like long ago, anyway. And yeah, you begin patrolling around. You can see that there are storage crates still sealed. It looks like it contained Valkyrian supplies. You can see that there are several wrecked vehicles. Maybe one of them still looks like it might be salvageable. A kind of one-person wheeled vehicle, two-wheeled vehicle, Magitech cycle that looks like it might still function, laid up against, laying on the floor. There are gangways, so if the Arcane Eye looks up, there are these kind of long, metallic, grated gangways with stairs and ladders that lead up to them. But after a while, the Arcane Eye flies around, and then just as it's kind of crossing the threshold of the room, you briefly catch a glimpse of... Well, it's moving in the darkness, but you catch the outline of a large skull. Very large skull. Nothing, no flesh, no tendrils, just a hovering, bleached bone skull. And in its singular eye socket is a pinprick of red light. The rest of you, as you are trying to rest, you cannot help but shake the feeling that you are being watched. Constantly, like, looking over your shoulder, checking the corridors, looking into the corners, especially where darkness gathers. Almost out the corner of your eye, you think you see just a red eye blinking, and then when you look, it's vanished, and it's gone. There's a creeping cold sensation. Not cold enough to be uncomfortable, but like fingers crawling up your spine. Very softly, like a spider's touch.
Whatever we need in this place, can we get it quickly?
Well, I mean, obviously, there's a shard of Tiangong here, but also, I guess it's not just a case of getting that. We have to defeat whatever is here. That's what the message was, right? We need to heal the Guardian. We need to heal the Protector. And I think you can, well, from what Quill has described, Hadar's evil is here. So, yeah, we're gonna have to face up to whatever. Oh.
Whatever else lurks here is
light.
Yeah.
Light.
Whatever else is here is powerful. It's what they did to Echo. I've never seen that before.
Well, is everyone feeling strong? Strong as we can be?
I'm feeling scared.
Did I get a short rest as well, or was I...
Yeah. No, you get a short rest.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah.
No, I the fact that the Arcane Eye is he just has to sit there and concentrate while it sends him information, I'm happy for that still to be a short rest. It's not, too demanding.
Based on Quill's description, can Nova make some sort of, I don't know, check to see if she knows any, like she can figure out what
I think that this is because I know that Kim knows what this monster is, but in terms of Nova knowing, this is something where there's no real reason that Nova would have any knowledge of this creature. You can make an Arcana check to kind of connect it to some of the things that you fought in the past, and maybe glean some information there. But there's no way to know, this is this creature, or like this is what this creature is, and stuff like that.
It's from outer space, right? So why would she know?
Well, it's from the far realm. Yeah. It's literally from the realm of Hadar. Like, you've never interacted with that stuff. You've never studied it. This isn't anything. It's not in your wheelhouse of knowledge. But feel free to make an Arcana check, and you will learn something depending on the roll. But you won't know what the creature is.
Just a 12.
So I mean, based on what Quill has told you. Obviously, if it's similar to the Night Eye and the other creatures of Hadar that you found, you know that things like necrotic energy would probably be very likely. This void substance, they tend to have ways of controlling gravity or locking people in place. Things to be aware of.
I guess I'll relay that
Convey.
to the team.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know I saw Void, and that's not something I can necessarily light up, but I do have the light cantrip, so I'm probably just going to use that as well, just to light up an area and make sure the area surrounding us
there's probably still sort of like 40 minutes of travel to get to like where this thing is. It's quite far deep into the ship, into the crashed ship. This is a battle cruiser. This isn't a small vessel.
Feel it looking at me in the darkness.
Yeah,
I don't want any more darkness.
You absolutely can.
It's like owning a cat.
I mean, yeah, you're casting light now. I mean, at the moment, you've only got Lucius's dancing lights providing any sort of illumination, and Sentry's matrix. This kind of dull, soft glow coming from Sentry. Ayla and Lucius, obviously, your dark vision is working, so you two have got the best vision in this place. But I leave it to you. Tell me what you want to do when you want to move out. Any questions?
When we TPK, are we starting a completely fresh campaign?
Yeah, we'll probably go into a new campaign, I think. Yeah, I think we'll do a whole new campaign, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll take a break. We might do something different for a bit. But yeah, I think, new campaign, I think.
Can we just carry on this, but do it from the villain's side? Could we, be Hadar and Starbane and,
Nah, that doesn't sound very fun.
Hadar.
Maximilian! No. Let's be Maximilian. Yeah, you like that, Tom.
Shotgun Max.
I love this desperate attempt to delay dealing with this monster. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You could walk away right now. You know me. You know as a DM that
Don't be Noel Edmonds.
I'm not going to force you to go down this thing.
We're not getting home though. We're not getting home then.
Well, I mean, you don't know that. There might be other ways. You know me that there is not only ever one way to deal with a thing. However, I think that characters like Sentry, if you knew that this is, a spawn of Hadar and everything else, Would Sentry be
Yeah.
able to walk away? Would Nova,
Nova
knowing that
couldn't.
there's a shard
Nova
of
couldn't.
Tiangong? Exactly.
Exactly.
So you
I
can
would
delay
like
all
to
you
just-
like,
Guardian.
but your characters are going to go in there.
I would
Yeah.
like to say
Yeah.
before we go into this, I texted Mark
Sure.
earlier and I said, I am genuinely quite scared about today. And he texted me back and he said, me too. And that
Yeah,
didn't
of
really
course.
fill me with a great feeling. That
No,
made me
he
feel
said,
worse.
he said last night that he strongly
Nope.
suggests a short rest before we
Yeah,
go.
We have.
As a
Well,
DM,
yeah.
How's everyone doing?
there are things I know, and you know me. I will never put you against encounters I don't think you can beat. But that doesn't mean that I can't recognize that an encounter could go
Yeah.
very badly. So
Mm.
we'll see. So let's not,
Put
you know,
cards on the
we can
table.
sit here all day worrying about it. But
Can we just go back to those two pretending to be one person and just do that for like the next hour and a half?
I think
Yeah,
you
we
might
do
want to
that.
save that to pick me up for
Yeah.
for if things go really badly.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Right, so, here's the sitch. I'm
Okay,
unfortunately
This could
Well,
also
use
go.
my portent.
This could also be massively overhyping something where Sentry's going to go in and kick its ass. We don't know. You know,
Oh, yeah.
this is the way of the
Yeah, yeah.
game. This is the way the dice can
Yeah,
fall.
it's
So,
true.
you have
Okay,
already
well-
used your portents, Tom.
Exactly, yeah. I've wasted them. So, that's a problem.
I've used my
However-
level 6 spell. That's gone.
I can do aid. I can do that to boost everyone's health. That's pretty good. I can bless people to give resistance to stuff.
Yeah.
I can go
Well,
full
do you want to?
heal.
What are you? Do you want to cast some of this stuff now, or do you want to wait until you're a bit
Yeah.
closer? You know.
Well, I'm not going to cast it now, no. But just before we get
Okay.
into the battle, I want a beacon of hope, everybody.
Well,
so that
aid
they
is
get
8
maximum
hours,
healing.
right? 8 hours. You
Oh,
could have
that's
cast
true.
aid because that's 8 hours.
Can shield of faith
Yeah,
someone.
that's true.
I got blessed too.
Yeah.
We can double bless. Bah, bah, bah.
Oh,
Bless
man.
You can't
everybody.
bless the same character
Can't-
twice.
can't-
So you can
yeah.
have lots of other
Stack.
characters, but you can't bless the same character twice with the same spell.
Ah, double
Right,
stack.
look, I can pick 3 people to boost the health of.
Okay.
Nice.
You, Lucius, and Nova.
Big cat, gotcha. Okay,
Back on the ship.
so let's see. 5, 10, 15. Those 3 get 20 max HP boost.
You're casting it at 4th level?
That's like 5th, I think. Yeah, 5th.
5th. Fucking hell.
Spell
Okay.
slot.
20 extra.
How
So
to
your
find
hit,
her in
hit point
the
maximum.
room.
Your hit
Max
point maximum is
HP.
temporarily increased by 20.
And that also
And you heal that same
heals us
amount,
20.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. I've got 87
Nice.
You're not on
health.
max.
128
You got
for me.
67 normal.
136,
Yes.
baby.
No. I didn't heal full with the short rest.
Right,
I've got
okay.
91 total.
Risky.
Cool.
Okay. I mean, I've got 101 now. I'm a big boy.
You're in the hundreds?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the extra 20, yeah.
Wait, what are you on?
Okay, so that's me. 101 now.
Oof.
128 for me.
Okay.
What are we going into here? Let's not forget. The creature we're literally on. That this entire starship is embedded into. That is having an effect on this creature in astral space. What are we getting into? And how can we best prepare for it?
It's
Well,
it's Hadar
we've got-
infested.
Hadar, yep.
starters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hungry.
Removing the ship, maybe that's a way to break that link between this giant Shifting Straits snake thing and Hadar. That could be good.
That's worth
But
considering.
we'd be in the ship.
It's worth considering because what if we can't defeat it, but we could remove it at least from the dragon, and then the dragon could help us.
Yeah. That's
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely worth a shot.
I think he's a bit too mad to help until this thing is gonzo.
I'm sure
Seems
once
pretty pissed.
if there's any clarity of mind once Hadar is no longer infesting it, it might want to seek to destroy the thing that corrupted it in the first place, which could be to our benefit. But we'd also be on the ship that it's trying to destroy, so that's worth bearing in mind.
Yeah.
There was a vehicle thing, a one-person one, but still something that would get us out of here quickly, or at least some of us out here quickly.
I think we need to look at escape
We can
plans.
always call the other ship. We can
I have
always
my
ask
portal.
that Thalia is in position. Yeah, Nova can get us back there. She just needs to fly closer. She can back us up with some gun shooting, potentially, as long as she's shooting in areas that we are not in. We've got a little bit of backup there.
In which case, we
Yeah.
need
Maybe
to
there's a
keep
way
Nova
to-
protected at all costs, because Nova, you are our escape plan. You can't be on the front lines.
But I'm.
No.
I,
By
I
all
mean,
means,
yeah,
get involved in the fight, but don't take reckless action against this thing, because we need you to escape.
okay. If we can, we need to get that shard though as well. But it probably is powering the remains of this ship, so I guess that'll have to be one of the last things we do.
It might well be. We have to prioritize certain things.
We need to communicate as well. If anybody needs anything, we'll have to make sure we can back each other up.
And I don't have the messenger ring, so don't use that if you want to communicate with me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd say Quill and Lucius, you might want to stick by Sentry as well. Just, shield.
I will. As much as I can. Sentry likes to get very close and personal to enemies.
Yeah.
So I'll do my best.
Sentry and I
Anything
have
I'll try and
shot
st-
out
I'll try and
the
stay
best
back.
plan that we've got. We need to hit this thing hard and hit it quick. Then me and Sentry are the best bet to go up front. Try
We're
and
very
take cover where you
close.
can.
We're very close to our home. So let's not lose sight of that. We can do this. We just have to work together and know when to stop. And when we're in over our heads.
Work smarter, not harder.
Or have a rich
Yes.
family and don't work. That's the other one.
That definitely helps.
Sure.
Not in this instance.
Anything that you guys need to tell me? Are you casting any spells or doing anything else before you head off?
I think mine's just doing a beacon of hope just before we get into combat.
Well, I mean, that'll be your turn one initiative thing that you do then.
Okay.
Well, because until then, you don't know when you're in combat.
Yeah, I suppose.
Can we quickly just shoot a message to Thalia to tell her that what we're doing and that we're about to engage in combat? So we may need her to be alert.
Sure. You get a response back through the messenger rings. So those with the messenger rings, everyone except Lucius can hear it. Yes, I will basically make a run on the ship as quickly as I can. But I mean, this creature that is out here, it's very strong. I might only get one chance at a pickup. So when you come for me, when you want me to pick you up, you need to be there. I'm not sure if I can make a second pass. Once this thing knows where we are, I'm going to have to try and lose it amongst the ice out here. So, just call when you need me, but be ready.
Okay.
You guys should
Roger.
contact Thalia and let her know.
Yeah. Good idea, Lucius. We'll do that now.
Okay. Well, you guys... Go on, Lucius.
Should we have a word? An escape word? For Thalia and us? Communicate at once and then everyone diverts to escaping and follows Nova?
Run?
Pineapple?
What's
I don't
that?
know why that came to my
Pineapple
head.
run?
It's a fruit we
Pineapple?
have in Bortensar.
I mean, it's
Pineapple's
a weird
good.
word. No one's going to use that in a sentence. We might use run. I say pineapple's a better one to go with.
Pineapple.
Sure. Pineapple.
All right. you begin making your way through the corridors of this old Valkyrian battlecruiser, and you can tell it's old. The damage it suffered, the just absence of any of the sort of more modern designs that you've seen in traveling through planar space. No bodies, no blood, no sign of anyone or anything, but constantly feeling like someone is watching you. Those red eyes occasionally seem to manifest on the surfaces of the dark black crystal of the walls and then vanish when you look at them. And eventually, you emerge into the space opens up and the corridors become a large hangar with gangways that you can see. Some of you can't see very far as the darkness spreads, but there are light sources, dull glows from these devices, Magitech devices that just give off a pulsing light that seems to extend. And at the center of it all, a large magical circle of sorts, but connected through pipes and machinery. And hovering in its place, surrounded by a thick wall of force, a kind of cylinder of force, you can see a shimmering blue-black crystalline shield that matches the design of Tiangong. You can see at least one body in front of you. Half of it is fused into the floor, melted or partially adjoined to. But you can see what appears to be a Valkyrian trooper. Its skin now gaunt and thin, skeletal almost, its armor hanging off it. But you can see black veins have spread up through its neck. Red blood tears kind of coalesce down its face. But you do not see anything else in the darkness.
Holy crap.
The darkness beyond. You can see a few storage crates nearby. You can see some of the broken crystal from the ceiling. The gangway is about 20 feet above you. I'd say that's a bit too high. Maybe 15 feet above you. Then there is this metal gangway, which is the kind of different colored corridor you can see on the map. That seems to stretch above you.
I guess we probably can't see too far, but is there any sort of like consoles or control panels or anything like that?
You don't see any. It looks like there are bays, like almost like workshop stations for vehicles, and you can see broken pieces of Magitech armor, long since kind of part destroyed, nothing really salvageable. But it looks like these were repair stations or workstations for working on Magitech.
These are little storage chests here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, little like metal storage chests. Yeah.
I've got a question about the light.
That feeling of being watched.
Can I just keep placing that? It doesn't say that I can't just keep doing that and just placing a light that lasts an hour, just wherever, pretty much.
If it doesn't say, then it doesn't say. But I mean, it's still an action, so it's kind of, I'd probably be like, okay, you take an action. What's everyone else doing? Right now, Tom's going to cast light again. What's everyone else doing?
Yeah. I just want to just make a chain of lights. Just give us a path or light up an area.
Sure.
Nicely.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the map set, so it should remember anything that you've already revealed. So the two with dark vision will be able to see a bit better. But if you want to cast light on something you're carrying, I can put the light on you, Quill, and then basically we'll assume that you're leaving a trail of lights, so it's easy to find your way out.
I was thinking of just placing it like along the wall as we walk in, so there's like one on the wall right next to us now of like the exit.
Sure.
It's a 20-foot
I can do that.
bright light, and then 20-foot dim light beyond that.
So 20 foot of bright light, you said, yeah?
Yeah, and then 20 of dim, just beyond that.
Yeah, I think in this it adds the dim light automatically. So there you go.
Okay.
So there's a light on the wall.
That area is lit up at least.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone else
so
can
Quill
see that
reaches
already,
over
but
and touches. But
Can I look at the Valkyrian soldier?
You want to move up to him?
I want to see like if it like what kind of damage he's taken? Like, is it just like?
So you're looking at him from a distance. You're still kind of huddled in the entrance to this corridor. Yeah, I mean, I think for Sentry, like, how visible is he on yours? Because obviously I only see my screen. I don't know how visible he is. Is it quite visible?
Let's see.
It's like the little token.
Oh, that one over there. Oh yeah, I can barely see him.
So yeah, so make a perception check for me. We'll see how much you can pick out in the shadowed light.
That is 11.
11. The dark, you can't see any details of the damage. You can see his outline. You can see it's, well, you don't even know if it's a him, really. You can see the outline of a figure in Valkyrian armor. But the most notable thing is they are partially fused into the floor. Like their legs and one of their arms just kind of melts into this inky blackness. And then the more you look at the floor, it's not just the floor is dark. That part of the floor is somewhat moving and twisting. Very much like the void inside the Night Eye.
Oh. Grim. That's real grim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It looks like the floor's moving where the soldier is. I wouldn't go near it. Don't go near that.
Yes, there's similar pools to the left as well. I don't know how well you can all see, but yes, there's a lake of it moving on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
It's
Watch your
behind
step,
that
guys.
corpse on the right, and it then bends upwards, skirting the right-hand side of the wall. Essentially use the center as a corridor and don't go outside the bounds of that, the width of that circle up ahead that's holding that Tiangong shield.
Okay, so straight path.
Straight path, and unless you can see, don't go any further wide than that.
As Lucius is speaking, you do just hear this kind of creaking metallic groan, this echo from somewhere deep in the ship and in this room. Just kind of echoes. All silent.
Okay. Right. So do we just go straight for the shard?
The shard is going to power down the ship.
Okay.
Can we utilize it straight
Yeah.
away? Otherwise, we'll get it after.
I'm looking for some kind of console that if we could... I'm trying to find a console that we could command the ship to move forward and fire the thrusters or something, but I don't even know if this is the right room.
Does it seem like the front? The way we entered?
Probably about middle of the ship, based on the distance you traveled and the size of it. Probably in like the deep heart of the ship.
Yeah, this could be the bows. For all we know.
It's hard to tell. For all you
it's a
guys know,
large
you don't
room.
really know these ships super well.
I don't know if we should try and find a bridge or if we should try and find a console in here. I don't know what to do. I mean, my instinct is I want to try and call the shard to me now, but obviously we need power to move the ship.
When you took a shard from the other ship, when you took Nightfrost, was it
She didn't
not
take
guarded? Shielded? By the ship itself?
In my experience, every time we've removed a shard, it's powered down. Remember when we were on Aegis 5? When Silver Edge was removed from its holding platform, the whole thing powered down. Nightfrost, it powered down. Callus uses the Eterna to power his ships.
That could have some ramifications on our survival in this ship. If there's systems here that keep us alive, they'll power
They're keeping
down.
the cold out currently.
And
We need-
air breathable.
It's gonna have to be one of the last things we do.
Right. Let's have a look around then and see what's in this room.
I guess priority, try and find a console to see if we can fire up the engines or something, or fly this ship. And obviously, be careful for whatever that thing is.
Sure. When people move, if you could basically move as if it was a round in combat, so either move 30 feet or 60 feet and let me know.
What are these grids? Are they 5 or 10?
There's another pool straight
They're all
ahead.
5 feet.
Lucius, I don't know if you can see, but there's another pool straight ahead. We need
I
to
can
curve
see.
around slightly to the left.
I can see almost everything up until Tiangong. So if anyone needs to stick near me or Ayla, we can see quite well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Lucia, Quill, you could summon another light as well, but put it on yourself or Sentry, so you've got like a bigger sphere of light to move.
Yeah,
with.
I'll do that, and then weird, the last one vanished. I didn't read the full spell.
Oh right, it is concentration, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so I'll put one on Sentry's shield, I guess.
Okay. So 20 feet of bright light, yeah?
Yeah, from Sentry's shield.
Wow.
I guess it doesn't
No,
blind
this
us or
is-
anything, it's just...
No, it's just light. It's not like a blinding light or anything like that. So yeah, you guys begin slowly moving up the gangway overhead. These dark metal grates. The shadows seem to stretch up. Whatever this room is, it's very, very tall. There's a lot of space up above. 80, it goes beyond your vision almost. You can see 60, 70 feet up, and then it still continues going. You can begin to see more of this writhing void blending in with the darkness and the floor itself, and you can see parts of the ceiling that have collapsed and formed these large crystalline debris sections. You see no sign of the creature.
Where's this I can see on the very edge of my vision?
I don't know where are you pointing to? Yeah.
There's
That is
something
the-
So that is
by
that's the
balcony.
body fused. Yeah, it's the body
I
fused
see.
into the floor.
Okay.
There seems to be a container over here. Maybe there's something in it that could be utilized on the consoles or something, some information.
We could go that way instead.
Worth looking.
I'll have a look. You stay here.
Okay.
But no,
Can I
Or
can I
someone can
divine
come over.
sense, real quick?
Remind me of the range on divine sense.
60 feet.
Oh, sorry. hang on,
Celestial
that was me.
fiends and
I'm trying to
undead.
Trying to reset my roll 20 because it's done that thing again. Right, breaks.
Okay.
60 feet, you say? Okay.
Yeah.
good, pretty good.
Okay.
Is it within range?
I don't know why it does this. I don't know what is going on. It's just my whole Windows
even
Explorer crashes.
Is it even a celestial fiend? What was it? Celestial fiend, undead.
Celestial
Fae and
fiend or
undead, I
undead.
believe. Oh, so just Celestial Fiend or an undead. Okay.
Yeah.
60 feet. 60 feet. I need
I
the
saw a
map
giant
so I
skull.
can tell where it is.
I'll get
See
more
a
undead
giant
than
floating skull. You did. 60 feet.
60 feet is up to Tiangong.
You do not
And then
sense.
all around.
You do not sense the undead,
Okie dokie.
Oh shit!
or a fiend, or
Okay.
a celestial.
I'm going to observe this.
I
Have
can't
a
even
little
see
look.
where Lucius is.
This
Okay,
little
so Lucius
chest
has
here.
vanished off outside of Sentry's light. Alo's the only one who can see him. Yeah,
I
it
can
appears
see
to
him.
be kind of like a latched metal crate. And when you flip it open, you can see that it is filled with long bars of solid platinum. There's about 10 bars of refined platinum in this crate. It's very heavy.
Oh shit!
Okay, as I said, the crate is very heavy. There are 10 bars. If you don't have a bag of holding or something like that, you're probably going to be able to carry 2-3 of these bars just on your person.
Can I help carry some?
Sure, okay. Well, Ayla moves off. So move yourself to where you're going, and what are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to stay with the
More are
these
heading
two.
down. Okay.
Not exactly pivotal to this mission, but you're strong, right?
Yeah.
Money,
I'll take the money.
heavy money
Okay,
here.
Sure, got it. Okay, got it. I will take some. How many can I take?
You could probably carry most of them as long as you've got something to put them in, like a backpack, which I think you do. So It's probably all 10 if you empty out the whole thing, but it's heavy. Like, you know, you're probably carrying sort of, you know, a couple 100 pounds of metal. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, it's not going to quite slow you down, but it's
your
As long as it
abilities
doesn't slow
will.
me down.
I can take some.
okay.
What is it? Platinum bars.
Platinum bars. So we have Sentry, Nova, and Quill all under the gangway, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. Yeah, why?
With a passive perception of 24, BT dubs.
Yeah, passive perception doesn't help when you are looking into pitch blackness, by the way. Because you are blinded.
What a bird is.
Yeah, and if something was touching the ground, that maybe you would be able to hear it.
I can hear it snickering, just like...
Okay.
It was touching.
Sentry, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Ooh boy.
Depends.
Wisdom. Nice. 7 plus 9. 16. With a plus 3, 19.
Oh.
Do you get the +3? That's already included, I think, in your stats, Ree. So in your actual full campaign stats, I think it already adds your aura into it. I think it does.
Oh, I
Somebody
see.
pointed this out the other week. So hang
Okay.
on, I'll check
Then it's
because that's an
16.
important thing for us to know.
You have +3
Yeah.
on everything base. Like, is everything above 3?
No, my intelligence is plus 2.
This is wisdom. So your wisdom is +2, your proficiency is +4, so it'd be 6. So yes, it's already including your aura for the +9.
It's already included.
So all of your saves already include the +3. So don't add it on top.
Nice.
So 16 is the total.
Cool beans. 16 total.
Okay. So as you're kind of looking around, you've got Nova and Quill behind you, and Ayla and Lucius, who are Lucius. You were over by the crate. Let's make a point when this happened. So is Ayla, who was picking up the platinum bars.
Yeah, my roll 20 looks different to the one that I can see in VMix for some reason. So if you want to move me beside Lucius, then please do, because I can't see
really?
him properly.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
the map's
Oh, you
like
should have
kind of
90 foot
doubled
of
itself.
distance. Oh, weird.
It's very strange.
So yeah, you'd be over by Lucius. Sentry, there is a streak of red light from a faint red dot in the darkness that comes from this point here. Just sort of north of you, quite a distance. And yeah, it's in range. And you feel your whole body kind of just become tired, and your brain begins just slowing down and shutting off. You fall asleep.
No!
Yeah, because I don't
Uh,
believe... Now, as a guardian, I don't think you have, like... You can still be put to sleep magically, I think.
Yeah.
You don't need to
Yeah.
sleep, but I think you can be put to sleep. So yeah,
Shut
you just
down.
watch a sentry just shuts down, and that is the point. I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, dang.
Oh boy.
Ding
for
dang dong.
So it was
Oh,
it was
natural
beyond where the shard is, right? Way beyond that.
It is beyond Tiangong, yeah. Nova, what was the total on yours?
4.
What's the total? 4?
4. Yeah, I rolled that once. so
Sentry
4.
total 7
14 total.
on initiative.
Yeah, the 7 is for the save throw.
That was for your saving throw.
I
Oh,
rolled
that's right.
14.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
getting confused.
That's all right.
Ayla,
21.
21. Quillek,
9.
9 total. And then Lucius, is that 5
Yeah.
the total?
Yeah. We're slow. We're all slow.
Yeah.
So much for getting the rot drop.
So, Ayla, you hear this kind of faint kind of... And then you look around and you can see Sentry, just her like arms go slack, her body kind of slumps, and she falls to her knees, seems to just be unconscious. What do you do?
Good question. First of all, refresh roll 20 because it's not.
That
letting me
would
move
be good.
properly.
Yeah, you should, all the vision's set right, so it's just if it's doubling up, that's gonna
literally
mess it up.
the map was like overlapping. It's very bizarre.
Try and zoom out if need be as well. Sometimes that works.
Oh, it's much better.
Well,
now.
currently, yeah, you're next to Lucius by this storage crate. You can see it's fairly clear between you and Sentry in that. There's just the gangway overhead.
Do I have an idea of where that came from, roughly, in sense of direction? Like, was it
somewhere
to the left
beyond
or right of Tiangong?
Sort of
I don't get a
northeast. Northwest of Tiangong.
Okay.
In the shadows.
So I think I will start moving. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40.
I'm assuming you're going to skirt around the sort of pool of void. Mm-hmm.
Void pool.
Yay.
Oh.
I'm genuinely
You just-
stressed,
you just-
guys.
We're barreling straight towards it, Ayla.
Can I?
I hope.
Well, I want to skirt round to the, like, can I get some cover? Hang on, let me just pop myself here
You
and
move
see if
your-
I can get there. So I was down here. So 10, 15, 20.
So if you move through any of the void on the floor, by the way, it is difficult terrain. So it costs double movement.
I didn't. I skirted around,
I ain't touching that
and
Okay.
I got to up behind this little rock
Okay.
thing. I don't
Did
know if I can get any
you
cover
pass
from there,
within-
but I dart.
You see the token that's near you. Did you move within 5 feet of the body to get where you are?
No, I was nearer Tiangong.
And then you darted across the side. Okay. These aren't necessarily... you could get a small amount of cover, but not a lot. There's kind of like a workstation. There are these short, metal columns and like stepways. You can see what appears to be sort of like a broken suit of large armor. Almost like somebody would sit inside of it, and then the arms and limbs would be longer than their actual arms and limbs, like a Magitech
Cool.
power loader. But it's all broken apart. Parts of it have fallen off. Doesn't seem to be functional. But yeah, I mean, you could try and get cover from it, for sure.
I shall try,
still
but
do
that
not
was
see anything.
I dashed, so that was my full
Whole turn.
action. I will rage ahead
Okay.
of my next one as well, please, and that's me.
So Ayla dashes off, and you see her kind of move through darkness, and sort of there is a faint light in the distance, giving off just a little bit to illuminate. But you still don't see anything, Ayla. Even moving through the room, whatever did that to Sentry doesn't appear to be here anymore.
I saw it when I was moving, though. I did
did you see it when you
uncover
were
that area
moving?
while I was moving, so I know where it
Then
was.
in that case, you see what you would have seen is a flying, floating, giant skull with huge maw of sharp teeth, a single kind of very, very faint, not giving off any light red dot. It's floating about 20 feet off the ground, so it's in line with the gangways, and it was looking down. And as you finish your move, you watch as the ground beneath, as the lair action, the ground beneath your companions, Sentry, Quill, and Nova, begins to turn into a kind of writhing mass of spectral tentacles.
Oh no! Oh no!
It begins.
Oh no!
Should we
That's
just
huge.
pineapple?
Pineapple!
Can,
Pineapple.
for all of you guys, that area is difficult terrain, as these tentacles kind of wrap around you. Not enough to do damage, but slow your movement down as you try and move. It's also lightly obscured. There's this like rising black mist, making it hard to see out of. You can just about make out some of the things around you, but you can't see Lucius and Ayla anymore. They're completely blocked from visuals.
Crap. Okay.
Sentry, you are currently asleep. You will wake up if somebody spends an action to wake you up, or if you take any damage. That's it. That's the turn. It's go. It emerges.
It's
It
go.
emerges.
Oh!
And
Here he
you'll get to
is.
see it.
Oh, he's not small, is he?
So
Wow.
he's not small.
I'm so
An
stressed.
enormous, floating, bone-white skull just looms as it appears over Tiangong, the blue light illuminating its form, looking down at you. And you feel this wave of force almost. Not enough to hurt, but you can feel it kind of draining some of your will to live and your energy as its single red eye looks at you. And this monstrous voice just begins to kind of echo out as it speaks. And you just hear,
"Embrace oblivion."
As it does so. I don't know what that music was. It was on my end. I think when I used my voice changer. When I used my voice changer.
Oh my god.
And
one of the eyes is just a little speaker.
Ayla, you do not feel that same presence. So the presence of like this energy sapping presence doesn't affect you. But Quill,
Okay.
Nova, and Lucius, you see 3 little red dots around it open up, and suddenly they flare with red light, and 3 beams come towards each of you. They are random beams, so I will roll to determine which one. Quill, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, Quill?
Ooh, I can do that. That's a
Nova,
good one.
can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please? And Lucius, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
I don't know if I want to use
How
digital
wise is
dice or real
Lucius?
dice.
Okay.
Oh, no!
No.
Lucius!
Very fitting.
Natural 20! Plus 3!
Natural 20.
Yeah!
So, Quill, you feel yourself overwhelmed by this, almost like an awe. Like, there's a brief moment where you behold the majesty of this creature, and the very multiverse begins to extend behind it. And you almost can't bring yourself to attack it, and then you kind of focus, and you feel Hesper swelling inside you, and you resist whatever effect it was trying to placate upon itself. Nova, you feel time around you begin to slow down. You feel like your body's starting to move sluggishly, and you remember the same sensation of when you've channeled this sort of magic before, this temporal magic, and you kind of focus, remembering what that felt like, and you feel Tiangong surge with power as it erupts and breaks off this kind of malaise around you. But Lucius, as this beam strikes you, the darkness grows even thicker, almost curling around you, and your entire vision becomes nothing but this ominous skull, and you know that you are going to die here. You are frightened of this thing. You are affected by the frightened condition for 1 minute. You may repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. Whilst you are frightened, you cannot move closer to the source of your fear, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls whilst you can see it. Quillic Adkalar.
Well, I'm going to take an action to waking up Sentry.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you.
And as a bonus action, I'll cast Holy Weapon on her, which then emits 30 feet of bright light and then additional 30 feet of dim as well. So more light. We need that.
You do.
Because I also Lucius right now.
So you watch as Sentry's Her Majesty Rose, this barbed sword, glows with brilliant radiant light, and you see this thing kind of rear back. But that is, you spend the whole turn. Sentry, you feel yourself suddenly reawoken as your power surges through your form, the matrix kind of swelling up the strength inside of you, and you see it in front of you. And you can feel this presence all around you as you stare up at it. Quillic, is that the end of your go?
I use some movement to try and get to the edge of the circle, but I don't quite get out.
It's difficult terrain. Yeah, it's difficult terrain.
That's all I can do.
Okay. At the end of Quillic's turn, you see another red piece of light comes to life around this creature, and another eye beam will strike out. This time it will target Sentry. Sentry, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Ooh. Here. Oh, wrong dice, sorry. That was a d12.
That's a d12. That's not much better, though.
There we go. That is a 9 total.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Sentry, as this ray hits you, it strikes you in the kind of shoulder holding your shield arm, and you look and you begin to see stone-like crystal completely taking over that limb as you are slowly turning to stone. You will need to make another saving throw at the end of your next turn. Lucius.
Made a stone.
You are Sentry, you are currently restrained whilst this thing is affecting you. Lucius.
Okay.
So, am I making a save now or at the end of my turn?
At the end of your turn, you can still act, but you can't move closer to this thing, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks whilst you're afraid of it, and it fills you with dread.
I'm going to start skirting then.
That would technically be... Is that
would be
closer
difficult
towards it? No, I think you're okay.
I've done like a diagonal.
Technically, no, you are moving closer towards it, aren't you, really? I suppose if you're diagonal, as long as you're staying the same amount of space away from it.
Imagine like Lucius is like back up against these things, kind of.
Yeah, so it's about 70 feet away, so as long as you stay 70 feet away from it, that's fine. So you can move as you need to.
That's difficult here, right? These two.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that's
anything with
10,
the purple
20.
void
That's
is
30
difficult terrain.
feet. I can still attack it then. In fear.
You can, you're at disadvantage.
Right.
And I'm just going to move you. You would technically be up on this thing. So you maintain the 70 feet away. So you could actually be there. You can climb over these kind of workstations, by the way. They're not difficult terrain. You can clamber over them and stuff.
I'm going to try and cast Hypnotic Pattern. That doesn't actually have a roll to hit. It just works. So I'm going to cast that. It's a 30-foot cube, so it's going to be on its area in 120-foot range.
Cool. Can you read out the spell description for me? Like the effect
You
it
create
has?
a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air in a 30-foot cube. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area makes a wisdom saving throw that sees the pattern. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed, and while charmed, you're incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
You conjure the swirling pattern of light around this thing, and it seems to have no effect, as if it cannot be charmed or blinded by it. Cannot be charmed. The light has no effect on it as you conjure it. It is not dissuaded. You just hear that kind of taunting, ghostly voice, the sort of
I am not interested in your petty color.
Music as well.
I don't know how to turn that off. That's a new thing. That's an update. Yeah. Anything else, Lucius? Any bonus actions?
We're going to die. We need to leave. This is too much.
At the end of your turn, an eye ray strikes towards Ayla. Ayla, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh, great. That's a good one.
Especially when you're not close to Sentry. That +3 bonus is a big help.
Natural 20. Plus
Oh,
21.
You
Otherwise,
feel
that was...
that same moment of fear as the darkness seems to grow and stretch around you. But that barbaric rage, the storm pumping through your blood, you just kind of yell out like a no, and just feel that fear evaporate around from you as it has no hold on your heart. Nova Vija.
God.
It's got a hold on my heart. Can you remind me quickly what the tentacle ground does?
Difficult terrain, so each
Difficult
movement is 10 feet instead of 5, yeah.
Okay. I would like to Hexblade cuss... oh, wait, no. Hold on. Can't. Can I? It's not within 30 feet. Twat. Me, not him. Well, he's twat. Yeah. I'm just babbling, guys. I'm just babbling. There's too much going in my brain. I'm going to cast Wall of Light and catch that bad boy in it. So if it's a 60-foot...
Hey, do you know what? Here you go, Kim. So you can actually, if you go into the handouts, you can actually grab these yourselves. So it is Wall of Fire. This is a 20-foot section. So how many do you get? Is it like 6 10-feet ones?
So it's 6 10-foot ones.
So if you create, if I create 2 more of these,
journal.
You can move these as you would like.
Whoops.
It's in the newspaper under characters. There's a 20-foot line, but I've already made them for you. You should be able to move those.
Oh, 20 foot. I cannot.
You can't move these ones?
I cannot.
Oh, hang on, that's why.
20-foot line?
It's alright, hang on. You will be able to. Hang on, I gotcha.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm just doing it for all of them. I forgot to set that it's representing this thing.
How can I
You can also
it?
rotate these. There's like a little arrow, so like if you want it like that, there you go.
Okay, yeah, just make me one of those. Boom. I kind of want to diagonalize that one. That's a word. There
Like
we
that?
go. No. Kind of like... Christ. Theatre of the Mind. I want to curve it around. Could you just curve that around Tiangong for me? And then... Yeah. Sort of like if that one... No. So this diagonal piece, can you tilt it so that it's kind of following the curve of the emblem around Tiangong?
That's the best it can do, like that. Oh, you want that like that?
Yeah, no,
okay.
like whoever's drawn like that, yeah.
Yeah,
like
that was me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Kinda
you
like
create
that.
this kind of like curving shape around Tiangong, passing through its space.
So one thing it's going to do is it's going to fill the room with light, bright light, because it emits light up to 120 foot.
Fuck,
so,
really? 120 foot of bright light.
It emits
Jesus
bright
Christ,
light out
okay.
to 120 foot and dim light for an additional 120 feet. When the wall
Does
appears,
the dim light.
each area in its each creature in its area must make a con saving throw. So that's DC 17.
Okay.
How high is the wall?
The wall is 60 feet
That
long,
is a
10 feet high, 5 foot
14.
thick.
So it's only
14?
10 feet high. So
okay.
it's so he is technically above it. He's 20 feet off the ground. So you
I
could
can
use one
make
of these
it-
pieces to double it up.
Yeah, I'll double it then. I'll double.
Yeah, so that just and then
Double.
if you want it to kind of do like that,
Yeah,
so it still
yeah, like that.
cuts off some of Tiangong.
It's
Yeah,
still a little
okay.
bit, of barrier. So that is 4d8 radiant damage. 1, 2.
Okay. So yeah, you create this like
4
super tall, and then it slopes down in like a curve shape.
That's
And I
18
think you guys can
points
pretty
of
much see the whole room
radiant
now.
damage,
18
and it is
points.
blinded for 1 minute.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's blinded for a minute.
Okay.
The eye?
Huh?
The blindness.
Every single eye, all of its eyes.
Yeah, the little winking red lights don't seem to be affected by that. It does seem to be disorientated, as if it can't see you, but the rays themselves, like the little individual eyes, are still looking around as if they can still target creatures. But the thing itself does seem slightly disorientated as it does so. At the end of your turn, Nova, it's going to
Wait.
use its final...
I want to
Go
start
on. Yep.
moving.
Sure.
I'm going to start trying to move out if it's difficult. So that's 10, 20, 30 feet. I've moved.
Yep,
Am I on?
sure.
I can't tell if I'm in the void or not because I can't see over under this.
You are not there. No,
walkway.
you are
Okay.
not. Also, the void is just more difficult terrain. It doesn't do any damage or
I
anything
just don't
like
want to be in
that.
it. It spooks me. I
Sure.
don't want to be in it.
At the end of your turn, Nova Vija, it's going to use its final legendary action to hit you with an eye beam.
Yeah.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
God, it's gonna be the worst one, isn't it? It's gonna be disintegration. Here we go, boys. +3, 15.
Is that +3 because of Sentry? Because you don't get that anymore, or is that
No,
just your
because
base con
+3
save?
with my con mod.
Okay.
Yeah.
15 is not enough, though. You feel your body lock up in paralysis. You are paralyzed for 1 minute. You may repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. Nobody is in range of those boys. So we go
Do
to
I need
Ayla.
to make a concentration check?
No, didn't take any damage.
Yeah. Okay. Damage, yeah.
You're paralyzed. You can still focus your mind on the spell.
Yeah.
2 down.
Can I want to use a charge on my hammer to jump 60 feet and fly at it, and I'll land here and smash it in the face, please.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to use the charge of the hammer to jump up 20 feet so you can get your 2 attacks, and then you'll land, basically, yeah?
But the jump, 45 feet, I think, takes
Includes some of
here.
your movement.
So some of my movement will need to be taken up, but the jump can lengthen my movement, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, sure. So you use up a charge, you come
So,
storming out,
I can
and then
jump
one
60
big leap as the hammer comes swinging down. Sure, make your 2 attacks.
Okay.
Hard.
Oh fuck! I rolled a 2. That was trash.
You need to one-shot it.
Yeah, it's all on you, Ayla.
17 plus, like, 10, I think now. Yeah, 27 to hit.
That will hit.
Wouldn't you have advantage because it's blind as well?
You do.
Would I? Oh,
Yes, you do. It is blind.
well,
The first one.
that
hits.
one.
So
the
take that as
first
that's the
hits
first
them.
one. That's the first attack.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the second one.
The second attack is 18 plus, so 28 to hit. So both hit then.
Yeah, roll see if you get crit. You've got advantage on the second attack. So...
I did. I
Okay.
didn't.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. In that case, yeah, both
so-
attacks hit.
Ooh, I rolled a 10 on my damage for the first one. So 16, 17, 18. 19 for the hammer on the first one. 6, 7, 8. 12 damage for the hammer on the second one, and a dex save.
Dex saving throw. That is going to be 11. Failure.
That's a fail. So 6 lightning damage.
6 lightning damage. 2 big swings slam into the creature's skull. You see it kind of roaring and rolling backwards as you land on the ground. Clearly, the lightning blasts doing some damage to it. End of your turn, Ayla? It's pretty much all your movement and bonus actions, I think. So, lair action.
There we go.
You watch as the walls around the entire hangar begin to grow these spectral eye stalks and limbs, and they begin reaching out, trying to grasp anybody that's nearby. However, I think even Lucius is just barely on the outskirts, just out of reach of these things as they begin trying to grip onto anything that's nearby as the void begins spreading up all of the walls in the ceiling, encasing everything. Sentry.
Like 5 feet from every wall now we can't go into.
No. Can
Sentry,
I cast...
you are restrained, but you can still
Yeah.
take actions, and yeah.
Okay, but I just can't move.
Yes.
Can I
You also have
cast Dispel
disadvantage.
Magic on Lucius, please?
Yes, you can. Let me just read up. Dispel Magic. Is... I'm guessing this will work. Magical effect. Okay, yeah. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Okay. You cast Dispel Magic, but this effect is not being conjured by a known spell. It is some sort of ability of the creature. It's a natural ability. It's not a specific spell, so it has no effect, unfortunately.
I was worried about that.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Any bonus
Goddamn.
actions?
I'm just gonna have a quick look. Can I Misty Step? Would that work?
Yes, I think it actually does. I think you can Misty Step even when restrained. It's just that your speed becomes 0, and Misty says you teleport 30 feet, right? Like, you appear in 30 feet or something. Yeah, you can then. Yeah, you can absolutely Misty Step. However, you've already cast an action spell this turn. You can't cast a bonus action spell this turn. Because you cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, cool.
It's the
No
whole
worries.
bonus action spell limitation. You can't cast a bonus action spell and an action spell in the same turn.
Okay.
Unless it's a cantrip. So, unfortunately, no.
Alright.
after all of that.
Next turn.
I need you to make. Well, I need you to make another saving throw. It's a DC Dex saving throw. Yep, let's repeat the saving throw.
Come on! Give me a break, please!
Do you have... Is that the final... Give me the final number.
So it's 10, and then I have +2 from my shield thing, but that only works if I'm not incapacitated, which I am, so...
No, you're restrained. You're not incapacitated.
You're only restrained. Just have a look. Let me read it up because it's new. Let me just see. If I take the... If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dex saving throw you make.
Just
so
2.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 12 total.
Unfortunately, you watch as the crystal stone that Sentry's body has been transformed into spreads throughout her whole body. Sentry, you are petrified. You are now... you are under the petrification. The petrified creature is transformed, along with any non-magical object it is wearing or carrying, into a solid, inanimate substance, usually stone. In this case, it's a crystal. Its weight is increased by a factor of 10. It ceases aging. The creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. You have resistance to all damage. You're immune to poison and disease. As you just watch a Sentry's form... It's locked in place as crystal.
Well, this is going great.
It will move out of this wall of light. It doesn't like that. It's going to move to about here.
Can I get a... Do I get a swipe
you
on it?
landed, and it's 20 feet above you. So no, unfortunately. This is flying creatures, man. They'll mess up your plans, I'm afraid. I'm just positioning its cone effect. So after it moves, it will target Ayla, Nova, and Quillick with Aerois.
It's still blinded, so attack rolls have disadvantage.
These are not attack rolls.
Okay.
These are not attack rolls. These are all saving throws on your part, which is why the eyes, these little blinking red lights, don't seem to be affected by the blindness. Ayla, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. This next would be Nova. I need you to make a dex saving throw. And Quill, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's okay.
12. Failure.
21 for
failure.
me.
Yep. Failure, Kim.
Oh, and also I'm paralyzed anyway, so
You are. That was
I
automatically failed, I think.
I automatically fail.
So, Ayla, the same thing that hit Sentry when this all began, you feel your whole body kind of go slack. You can't keep your eyes open, and you fall dead asleep, collapse into the ground. Quill, you shake off the fear that has taken Lucius. You feel that fear wash over, but you shake it off. Nova, the ray that hits you feels intensely cold. Not just cold, but almost like your very being is being melted away as death runs through your body.
What the fuck?
You take 47 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my fucking Christ.
Pineapple!
Pineapple.
I'm paralyzed, I can't.
It's the worst one.
I think disintegration's pretty bad.
Jesus!
This isn't the disintegration ray.
47 on 10d10. I mean...
Could have been worse.
100, yeah.
Could have been worse. That is its go. Quillick, add Kalar.
Right, I'm running back to Sentry and casting Greater Restoration!
I am going to allow you to just mark off 100 gold from somebody's fucking inventory. And
I'll
yes,
take it.
Take it from me. Take mine. Take mine. I've got 100.
Take it from
I
me.
don't.
Guys,
Whoever
I've got
Okay.
100.
I will.
whoever
I've got
has it, that's fine.
He's got it.
Sentry,
We will
you are
wait,
no longer
Wait.
petrified.
Mark.
What?
Mark.
Yes.
I'm an elf. Can I be put to sleep?
You can't be magically put to sleep. You're not asleep. Boom! Fucking well remembered.
Nice.
Absolutely well remembered.
I just saw my feature.
Very fucking well remembered. Very fucking good.
I will throw a platinum bar at Quill. Like,
No, you don't need.
right.
Quill's
Do
got
what
the
you
money.
need to
Quill's
do.
got the money. Sentry,
money.
you are no longer petrified. You feel the matrix as Quill's holy energy flows through and connects with the golden matrix, which is still unpetrified. It's a magical object. You feel Hesper's magic connects with the Guardians, and you just watch as light breaks through all of these cracks and seams, and Sentry just kind of break free of this crystalline chrysalis that had formed around you. You are no longer petrified. Quillic, anything else?
I got one more of those.
Thank you.
Please don't do that again. I use my movement to get to her, and I don't have any real bonus actions to do, so I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Or do I have any bonus actions? Probably not. No. Carry on.
At the end of your turn, Quillic, legendary action. It shoots an eye ray at you. Quillic, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
How does this
Oh,
thing
my
have so
dexterity is
many
lower than I
moves?
remember. Okay.
I mean, don't forget, this is one
14.
creature against 5 of you. You all get 5. That's 5 actions a turn.
Except we
it's 6,
don't.
effectively.
Because we're all
Well,
fucked.
that's...
So I'm within Sentry's aura, right?
You are, yeah.
You are, yeah. You get another +3. Total?
17, then.
17
17.
is just enough for a success. You're going to take... No, you actually take no damage on a successful
Nice.
save.
And I am
Yeah.
just batting
No, it
away
doesn't
these
say
ice
half damage on
balls.
success.
Get out of here.
You see... So what happens, Quill, is you manage to just literally... Because you don't want to touch this thing, because as it flies past you, it connects with parts of the wall, and you watch this huge chunk of black crystal turn to dust as it strikes the wall, and it just evaporates this whole section, disintegrating it.
Hey, was that the one? Was that the one?
Lucius, your turn.
Still terrified, right? I
Like
see.
another 7
You are,
turns,
yeah, until you save, until it goes away.
I didn't even fucking
Also,
roll
Quill,
last turn.
technically you would have had some movement. I just forgot that the this
Wait, you
effect
didn't roll your
went
save?
away.
No, I forgot last turn.
Okay, well,
So
roll it now.
Yeah, roll it now.
Oh, okay, if you want me to.
Yeah. I mean, because you've not taken your turn yet, so ultimately nothing's changed. So as long as you make it now,
That's all right.
You
I'm
failed
still
anyway.
frightened.
Still frightened.
So, knowing that I've got disadvantage, I'm going to go for something that will not miss necessarily. So I'm going to throw up a vitriolic sphere on it, which is a 20-foot sphere. Basically encompasses it.
Nice.
Yep.
Each creature in the area must make a dex saving throw, please, of 16. If it fails, it's 2d4 acid.
That is going to be that is 18. So it just passes.
On a success,
Half damage?
it's half, yeah. So that would be 12? No. Yeah.
Roll the full damage and then half the full damage, because you also don't forget
That's
you've
what
got
I
your
did.
like ignore ones and stuff.
Yeah, but that's next turn. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
you've
also
already rolled
now
the damage.
have
Sorry, I didn't see that.
Elemental
So was that
Adept
12?
Cold, since I've leveled up, so acid and cold, so ones are twos. So that's technically 28.
So it would have been 28,
14.
so 14
Cold.
points of acid damage. Cold
Cold.
damage.
Nice.
Sure. Yep, cold damage
Actually,
still
sorry,
affects
no,
it.
No, you're right. That is acid, sorry. But it doesn't matter.
Either way.
Dichromancy would be a 4th level
Range on
plus,
Dichromancy Trot?
not enough, so there you go.
60 feet, unfortunately. So, yeah, you're kind of being held back by the sphere, but the vitriolic sphere kind of erupts, the acid burns, the skull, you can see the skull being pitted and marked. End of your turn?
I will do another save.
Yep.
Now.
Do that now.
And this is going to be a natural 20, so here we go. 13. Sweet. I'm
You are
still frightened.
I mean, this thing is terrifying. You've seen it turn Sentry to stone. The attack against Nova, you can clearly see that her flesh has been marked by necrotic energy. This thing is terrifying. It's not going to use its legendary action yet. I'm going to save a couple of them. Nova.
Goody. So I'm paralyzed. So, which means I'm incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions. My bonus actions.
You can
are all-
concentrate.
Yeah, I can't I can't really do anything. So I guess can I just go to
Make your
my
save.
what is it? It's a dex saving throw.
It was the same save, so con saving throw. The paralyzed ray.
Saving throw. So plus 3. 18, 19, 20, 21.
That is enough. You feel yourself... Oh, you managed to pull yourself free. Having seen Sentry kind of pull herself out of this petrification, you find the strength to continue on, and you break free of the spell. At the end of your turn, it's going to use its next legendary. Go on.
I'm guessing the death ray, that's just like the one attack, and then like there's no lingering like poison or
There's no
anything
lingering
like that.
damage.
So,
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, it just deals necrotic damage. So
Just the 147
with its legendary
damage.
action, yeah, it will target Ayla again, seeing that Ayla is still a threat. I need you to make a con saving throw, please, Ayla.
Oh no. It's gonna be the big bad.
Con's good.
Sounds pretty
I
good.
roll bad though. Okay, 19.
19, you take half damage on this one. Yeah, half as much on the successful one against this one. You're struck by, again, you feel necrotic energy rumble through your body. So you half it to 15,
17.
16, 17 necrotic damage.
Okay.
As you're kind of struck by this thing, but you still have that strength coursing through your body. It is your turn.
I'm gonna do the same thing as I did last time. I'm gonna run up and use a jump charge to smack it twice. It's still blinded, isn't it? So I still get advantage on hitting it?
It was until the end of its
blinded
next
for a
turn,
minute,
I think.
So
No,
Or
Nova
it-
says
does
for a
it- should it have
minute.
made a saving throw?
for 1 minute, it is. Oh, sorry, yeah. It's blinded for 1 minute. You can make
Yep.
a con saving throw at the end of each turn.
It would have
DC
succeeded its
17.
save. So
Sorry.
as
yeah.
as Lucius made his save, then I've made that one. He made the save,
Yeah.
so he's no longer blinded. So normal
I
attacks.
will-
Still just straight up attack. You can reckless.
I will recklessly hit it, please.
Nice.
I will tell you now,
Doesn't have-
tactically, this thing's not making attack rolls, so that's probably a
Yeah.
safe thing to do.
That's why I've been ignoring Shield of Faith and stuff like that.
26 for the
Yeah, that
first
hits.
one.
Fucking hell, that
and
hits.
24 for the second one.
They both hit. So yeah, this thing, you kind of jump up, the boots kind of, or your body filled with lightning energy as you soar through the air, and these two huge blows come raining down on its skull.
So the first one is 11 with the hammer. The second one is 15 with the hammer. And then dex save.
Two huge slams. That's a failure on the dex save.
Nice.
So 4 lightning damage altogether.
Another 4 lightning damage. So again, these two huge swings of the hammer, and you can see these cracks almost spinning the skull around as it's fighting, and then this blast of lightning as Ayla lands to the ground, the lightning shooting up from like a lightning bolt into the air. End of your turn, Ayla.
Yeah. Don't
Last
hurt me, Mr.
legendary
Skull.
action. It's gonna go for you again because you are hurting it a lot. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, Ayla?
Oh no, I'm not good at these. 15? Not enough.
You are frightened for 1 minute. Repeat
Oh,
saving
no.
throw at
Right,
the
damn
end of your
it.
turn.
I'm the only one that's able to be in its face right now. Goddamn.
You feel this
Someone else
wash
needs
of
to go up and
fear
hit
wave
it.
over you
Please.
as it does so. The lair
I'm
action for
flavor.
this turn. The lair action for this turn. Let's see. We've got Sentry, Nova, and Quill are at the back. On the wall from where you entered, one of these red eyes opens and a beam fires out.
No!
Yes. I'll randomize this one. Sentry 1 to 2, Quill 3 to 4, Nova 5 to 6. 3 is Quillek. Oops, that's the wrong dice. Quillek, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ah, shit. Okay. 18
Oh,
and
within
within
10 feet.
Sentry's range.
You got plenty, yeah.
So the
21.
same ray that turns Sentry to crystal flies past you, and you're like, "Whoa," as it strikes, hitting the wall, turning that into that purple crystal instead.
Man,
Sentry, I'm going to
no,
finish
not
this
touch
round of
Quill
combat, and then we're
today.
going to have to take to a break.
Righty.
Sentry.
Good. I need a
Can I... Right, yeah, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm trying to do maths. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 there. And then I'm going to kind of
It's the
bonus
math, boys.
action Misty Step. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I am there.
Nice.
Hello.
Okay.
And then can I attack the thing, please?
So
Nice.
you're going to have to appear 20 feet in the air because it's floating 20 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
So you'd Misty Step diagonally, you'd attack twice, and then fall 20 feet down, if that's okay, which
Hell
means
yeah.
some damage. Okay,
That's
so
fine, let's do it.
you appear in the air. Go on, Tom.
You do have an extra 2d8 with the magical weapon.
An
as
extra
well.
2d8 with Holy Weapon.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going
Okay,
to level
let's do that
2
first
Divine
attack.
Smite. Cool.
Go on, Sentry. Go on.
Oh, 18 plus 9.
That is a hit. It is undead, so add an extra d8 for your Divine Smite as well as the normal damage.
Kill him.
Okay, right.
So let's work this
right.
out. So let's
level
work this
2
out.
Divine
D8
Smite.
normal. Well, you get
2d8
D8 for the normal
normal.
weapon, right? Oh, because you get
I
the
get
improved
2.
Divine Smite now.
Improved Divine
yeah,
Smite.
So 2d8.
Yeah.
Holy Weapon
Yeah.
is 2d8.
Another 2d8.
Level 2 Divine Smite is how many?
I think that's 3. Let
So
me
1,
just
2,
double check,
3.
so I don't want to get it
Another
wrong.
one because it's undead. So you're currently at 8d8
And one
Plus
plus
d4.
5. And a
one
plus
d4.
d4.
So 8d8 plus a d4 plus 5
8d8.
damage.
So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's
Oh my god.
27.
So that's 27 plus a d4.
30.
30. 35 points of damage.
That's one.
Here we go. That's one attack.
Flying through the air, you bring Her Majesty's Rose down as the blade gleams with light, striking into the empty socket where its red light is, and you hear this thing. The roar reverberates through the entire room, shaking the gangways as Sentry Strike lands true, and then you follow it up.
Level 1, please,
Sorry,
with
have to
another level.
ask.
Shit!
Oh no.
That
No!
one.
That one.
Fuck! Yeah,
So
that's a
the
10
second one,
total.
Damage.
as you begin, go on.
Radiant damage against undead, isn't that doubled?
No, that's certain creatures may have vulnerability to radiant damage. This one does not.
Okay,
God
cool.
damn!
As you're falling, though, the second swipe just doesn't quite connect, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you land.
God, I never get the 2. It's always
Worth
the
it.
second one.
Still though.
This
hell of a
hit.
on the creature's turn. It's gonna fly away. You do not get attacks opportunity as it is above you.
Where you going?
It moves itself.
Where you going?
It's just trying to basically position itself away, so it's not
Move yourself.
directly in you. And then 3 rays. Yeah, 1 on Ayla, 1 on Sentry. In fact, 2 on Sentry, I think, would be most relevant at this point.
That's fair.
So
yeah.
1 on
I
Ayla.
understand.
Ayla, you are already affected by this, so I'm just going to cancel it. It would have been the fear effect, but you're already being affected by it. Sentry, I need you to make 1 dexterity saving throw, and then a strength saving throw, in fact.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Right, let's see. Oh, for fuck's sake! That's,
You get these epic moments.
I hate
that's
your
A.
dice.
A for the first one.
Can you just use physical dice, please? Try it.
But she got the good roll on the other one. Yeah.
and a strength
Right, next
save.
saving throw.
Let me just-
Yeah,
Yeah,
strength
but
save.
also their
Check
other
my,
ones have been like 6.
Yeah,
Cool,
It's
right,
funny.
let's
though.
go,
Saves
let's
from
go.
Sentry.
Epic.
Strength saves. 19, 20, 20.
19.
Yeah, that's 19, yeah.
So, you feel time around you warp, and you feel your body slow down. You are now slowed. Your speed is halved for 1 minute. You can't take reactions, and you can only use an action or a bonus action, not both. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. It tries
Okay.
to grab you. You can feel this telekinetic force try to grip hold of you, but you kind of plant your feet in the ground, lower your center of gravity, and just resist whatever force it's exerting on you as it tries to lift you off the ground and throw you, but you manage to avoid it. But you do feel your body completely slow down as you do so. Kulik and
Alright,
Kalar.
not bad.
Oh,
Not bad.
holy crap. I'm trying to figure out where everyone stands at the moment. I mean, Nova took a truckload of damage, so I'm gonna nudge over to her and do has to be a level 3 cure wounds.
Okay, don't roll. Don't roll. No hit points are restored.
Oh my
As you try and heal Nova, the healing magic doesn't work. You do not restore any hit points.
Death Tyrant.
This force that it's been projecting, it doesn't let healing. You can't heal.
Fuck.
Great, now I can play like normal.
Go back to old Tom.
That was your action.
Bonus action. I've got no spells for bonus action. I only move like 10 feet. So if I go north a bit, so I'm kind of like behind the wall of light, is it completely blocking vision, the wall of light?
Well, it would, but this thing's flying above it, so no.
Right.
Because this room is high enough where it can look down.
Okay, well in that case I want to kind of get cover behind this weird crystal thing.
Just as a might note, are you moving within 5 feet of the dead body?
I guess
Did you skirt around it?
No.
Because it looked like you walked right past it.
I was going to go through the void stuff, so I guess that's
difficult terrain.
Make it like here. Yeah, it's difficult terrain, cool. So I guess I only make it there.
You only make it there. At the end of your turn,
Quillick,
to
not move around it.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, Quillick, one of its other eye rays fires and it targets you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Oh, another one? Okay. 19!
Woo.
Your saves are insane right now.
Another one of these beams flies past, crackling with black necrotic energy, but it does not hit. Lucius Virian, Eloin, Elanasto. Tom is getting so lucky.
I am.
Can I have some?
Yeah, take them all.
Go on, drop.
5 and 15.
You can't move closer to it, Trot. You're still frightened.
Oh, I thought you said within 70 feet, but okay.
No. Yeah. That was just me checking the range of how far. You cannot move closer to this thing. So right now, you can't move any steps forward. Yeah,
okay.
It sucks.
Yikes. Same as
I
Ayla,
will
too.
save eventually.
Eventually. One day. Maybe.
It's going to do it again.
The thing is, if you could... Oh, Sentry's now closer to it, though. I was going to say.
Another vitriolic sphere is going to hit it.
Dex saving throw.
Yes,
that's
please.
fail. It's 5.
Nice. So that's 10d4 acid coming your way. So that's
damage.
19. But 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Because I rolled 5 ones on that.
So another 4 points on top.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, 5 ones, sorry. It's an extra one I've missed off. You see this vitriolic sphere, it cascades up in the air, kind of exploding around the skull. And you can now see parts of the bone have worn down to almost nothing. You can see that its jaw is kind of hinged open, and it's seething, just washes of black energy is flowing off of this thing. But it goes deathly silent. In fact, air, almost noise, is being sucked out of the room as you try and call or shout or speak. You can feel that sound is almost like speaking into an echo chamber, as it just reverberates. Trot, anything else on your turn?
I'm going to do my save and remember for myself that the next turn is going to take 5d4 damage as well.
See that saving throw?
Save. 22! Natural 20!
Natural 20!
Nice.
So seeing your color and your magic connect with this thing and seeing it hurt, that fear, that hold of fear that was around you breaks, and suddenly the darkness isn't so overwhelming. The light of Nova's wall, casting everything in this luminosity that allows you to kind of see through it all. And yeah, you're no longer frightened. At the end of your turn, another eye ray will strike out, this time towards Nova Vija.
Oh god, another
Nova Vija, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay, you got this, I believe.
I'm just having a small panic attack this whole time. 17.
It's just enough. You feel that tiredness wash over you as you're struggling to stay awake, and then a jolt of power from Tiangong kind of brings you to your senses as you feel it overwhelm you. Your turn, Nova.
So this thing looks pretty effed, right?
It does look pretty messed up, yeah, at this point.
I'm kind of thinking of dropping my wall of light, yo.
Sure.
Because I kind of want to blight it.
Sure.
That light ain't doing shit.
Is blight concentration?
Do what you gotta do, boo.
One-time hit. Blight's a one-time hit.
My fear is...
But it's necrotic.
Is it necrotic? Is it resistant as an undead? That's my fear.
Ooh.
It's... and the light is kind of helping you guys, so... what do?
I mean, you can use the wall of light. You can use the wall of light to attack, right?
Yeah.
You can
That's
fire
my
a beam.
other alternative. So I think I'll play it safe. I'll do a beam. So that is 1d20 plus 9.
9d20?
Oh, that's a 12, motherfucker!
Flies over it as the beam strikes out. You're still shaky from the paralysis, and it manages to duck under this beam of light that sails past it. And at the end of your turn, Nova, it will use its last legendary action to fire another beam at... Sentry or Quill? Or Lucius. Lucius did hurt it. Lucius, can you please make for me a dexterity saving throw?
Uh-oh.
That's a nat 1.
That one.
Oh, Jesus, no!
And this is going to be where we take our break, by the way.
No!
I mean, that was a...
Lucius,
oh my god.
you take 52 points of necrotic damage. May I ask what hit points you are at, please?
Yeah, 35 now. I'm alright.
Okay. Lucius, your clothes, your robes, parts of anything you're wearing, as it strikes you, are just disintegrating, leaving them in tatters and shreds. You manage to kind of roll with it, but you feel just your body sapped of energy as this thing obliterates part of your body, nearly disintegrating it. The flesh peels off in dust, but the red raw muscle is left still standing. And that, my friends, is where we're going to take our break, because we need to take one now.
A mild panic attack.
I hate this so
You're at
much.
35 max now, right?
Yeah.
So keep in mind,
Oh my god.
Wait,
Quill, you did
bring my
what,
max
20
down?
with aid? No, it
yeah.
doesn't bring your max
Oh.
down, no. It doesn't
Let's
bring your
see.
max down, no.
Well,
I
you're
just needed to
unhealable.
know if it reduced you. I needed to know if it reduced you to 0.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Let's take a break.
I wonder why.
Let's take a break. Let's read.
Oh my
Let's read
God.
some
I
messages.
genuinely don't think
shall
I
we?
can stand
Yeah.
up because my legs are shaking so much, so I might just fall over on the floor.
That's
Oh,
fine.
roll
You
away.
can fall over.
Just crawl to the
Oh
bathroom.
my
Just
God.
crawl, Kim.
Yeah.
Should've
Dude,
blighted
some of
away.
these saving throws, man.
No,
I'm
I
so
think
glad
it's
you
gonna
guys
be
have rolled
resistant
well
to
on them.
necrotic.
Quill's been lucky
It hasn't
boy.
Honestly.
touched me yet.
Dude, Quill has avoided about 20 d8 worth of damage at this point, I think.
Yeah.
He's
Jesus.
avoided tons.
Untouchable.
bathroom.
BRB.
Bad.
Don't
I didn't
say
say
that. Don't say that.
I know. Yeah, I will go through some of your very generous donations. But before I do that, just can we, when we come back, let's have a recap of where everyone stands, status effect wise as well, because there's a lot going on with Ayla's frightened and Lucius basically half dead now. Cool. So to begin with, we have a donation from Smurfette505 who says, I hope you guys make it back to Aerois soon. I miss the ship crew. Lucius needs to see his wife. I'm intrigued to see how much time has passed on Aerois compared to astral space. Good luck today. Well, yeah, we might make it back. And thank you for the good luck. I think I'm the only one receiving that good luck today. Brian Indigo with a $250. Thank you very much. When this kind of fire starts, it is very hard to put out. The tender boughs of innocence burn first, and the wind rises, and then all goodness is in jeopardy. So that was Brian Indigo again with those really strange cryptic donations. I think Kim gets but I've got no idea. I've got no idea what it's from. It's a reference to something, I'm sure. Scrappy Coco 29. Hi all. Tomorrow is my 4-year anniversary with my girlfriend. Congratulations to you both. We're spending the weekend watching all the Star Wars movies and hanging out. Here's a small dono to show our appreciation for being amazing. XOXO Gossip Bird. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy all that Star Wars action. Downtown Alvy 97 was finally able to donate again after moving, performing, and the general tomfoolery of my life. Well, thank you very much, Downtown Alvy. Trash Oracle. Thank you all so much for being amazing humans. Special thanks to Mark for creating such an amazing world. I can only hope to someday make a world half as interesting as Aerois. Thank you again for being such a spot of light in a world of darkness. Thank you very much, Trash Oracle. It's very nice to say, and thank you for the donation. Flower578. Hey guys, can you wish my beautiful fiance, Little Wolf, a happy 29th birthday? Well, happy birthday, Little Wolf. From us and Flower578. We're huge fans of all you guys. Plus, she's a huge fan of Mochi. Stay safe and have fun. We might see Mochi later when everyone is crying on the floor, holding close to things that make them feel safe.
There's nothing that makes me feel safe anymore.
No. Cloud9 King with a half hundo. Thank you very much. Finally, caught up after 3 weeks. You'll keep me sane 10 hours a day while I'm weed whacking at cemeteries in coastal Texas. Holy crap. Take this money.
Rhiannon, are you hugging Darth Vader?
Even Darth can't handle this. And he's on the dark side.
Yeah, this is the darker side. Take this money. I wouldn't have made this far without your help. Well, thank you very much, Cloud9 King.
Yeah.
I have an episode named Tom, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah, Tyrant in the Dark.
Tyrant in the Dark. Awesome.
Cuddle,
awesome.
cuddle
As many people did indeed guess what the monster was.
Yay! I texted you before. Yeah.
So it's a
I figured
tyrant.
it.
Squishy boy. It's called a death.
Tyrant.
It's called a death tyrant.
They're horrible.
Shit.
Not very squishy.
And also,
Cyndaquil.
we got a message from Little Wolf, who we just wished a happy birthday. Just thought I'd say hello, as it's my birthday. And what a better way to end the day than watching the High Rollers group. Well, another happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I hope you have a lovely day.
I hope you're having a better day than I am.
Yeah, and I am going to very quickly run off, because if I don't go, I will explode halfway through the stream. See you in a bit.
Sure. Well, Try, is there anything on your goes that we need to read out?
Thank you to Ola Rembe for your donation.
That's it. Okay, thanks. Thanks. Well, no, thank you, Ola Rembe. Thank you, everybody who donates, everybody who subs up as well, gift subs, all of that kind of good stuff. Thank you very much, everybody. This is a bit of a stressful one, eh? Oh, what have you got there? You're hugging some pledge.
Certainly joy. Smells of jasmine.
Do I even have anything in here? I used to have the dog I used for my Renoa costume, but I don't know where it is.
What about your
Molly? No, trust me, you don't want me to hug Molly now. His fate, you don't want that transferring to you guys.
What about one of your little ponies?
A really chunky seal.
I've got Applejack and Rarity back there.
Chonky.
No.
Chunky boy.
Chonky seal.
Called Chon Steel.
Trash Oracle, I believe Tom did indeed. It will be in the VOD.
Hey,
Tom,
everybody.
Tom through your stuff.
Now's a really good time, while you've got nothing else to do, to just whack open a tab to youtube.com/highrollersdnd and just smash that subscribe button, you know?
Get it,
get on
that sub.
And if you're not following us on Twitch, we are streaming both on Yogscast, but also on High Rollers D&D. Why not head over there right now? You got time. Tom's still away. And hit the little heart button and follow us. That would really make our day. Thank you.
Yeah, and then you'll get updates when we go live. And, you know, if you're on YouTube, you catch all the VODs for not just this stream, but Curse of Strahd as well. Tom and Reed do a gaming stream called Chaos Twins, which is very funny, that you should check out. And yeah, it's just go and follow. Tommy's back now, though. And Tom's per Tom's suggestion, we're going to have a little recap as we come back in. So we're going to jump back in now to recap the scene in the heart of a crashed Valkyrian ship in astral space, out in the plains of the D&D universe, or in this case, the Aerois universe, on the back of a creature called the Frost Watcher, this giant, colossal, celestial being is this crashed ship. And inside, our party have gone to track down a missing piece of Nova's magical sword Tiangong, but also to put a stop to the corruption of a creature called Hadar. Hadar, this evil entity that's kind of been a long-standing antagonist for the party. There's some sort of influence which is corrupting the Frost Watcher. Our party have headed inside, and with some preparations, they have encountered a giant floating skull with 11 points of red light. They've engaged it in combat, and as things currently stand, Ayla, our barbarian, is currently effectively being frightened by frightened condition. We have quite a few people are down on hit points. The skull itself is flying about 20 feet off the ground, but I don't think there are any other conditions. I think everybody else has saved out of their other conditions, right?
I'm slow.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
You're slowed.
Oh,
yeah.
and Sentry is slowed. Yes, Sentry is also slowed. Lucius, the last thing that happened was Lucius, our sorcerer, just took 52 points of necrotic damage as one of the eye rays struck him. And it is now Ayla's turn.
Oh, damn. Do it. Kill him. One
Sorry,
shot.
I was just tagging the chunky seal plushie for comfort.
You're all hiding something.
I can't move near him. I'm frightened. So
You cannot move closer to him as you are frightened.
I'm gonna pull out the bow and shoot him with some magic arrows instead.
You have
'cause I can't go to him.
disadvantage, but you can do that. But disadvantage, I'm afraid. The
I can't
presence of your
recklessly-
fear is
Can
within
I
sight.
recklessly do a thing? No, I can't recklessly.
I believe reckless is only for
Shoot.
weapon attacks. Let's check.
Bow is a weapon.
I think it specifically says melee.
Wait, did you still say,
Barbarian
by the way?
class
Sorry.
feature? Melee weapon. Yeah. Melee weapon attack.
Bums. Okay.
It's at the end of the turn.
disadvantage.
Frightened save is at the end of the turn. And so yes, disadvantage on the bow on the range attacks.
So 12 was my lowest, which is
Is a miss.
But I have a plus 11.
Oh, as in-
to hit. No, I haven't added. I rolled a 12. So
Mhm. That's a hit.
yeah.
12
it's
plus
a
11
hit.
is 23.
Because I've
It's
got
magic. It's got
magic
plus 2 arrows.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you've got plus 2 arrows.
Yeah,
The first one hits.
not as much damagios, unfortunately, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 damage with the first shot.
I mean, that's still pretty damn good. The arrow thuds into the
Yeah.
skull, cracking pieces of
Well,
bone chip away.
10 plus 11, which is a 21 on my lowest.
That hits.
Awesome.
Ah, Ayla.
So even though you feel this fear coursing through your
girl.
body, your aim is still true enough to strike this thing.
14 on the second one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, these two arrows, you see them sink in, and these cracks that are beginning to form get wider as they go.
I'm good
Do it.
now. Save. Wisdom, right?
Same thing. The fear effect is indeed a wisdom saving throw. DC is 17.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. No.
Oh, plus what? Is your next
So
to
you
Sentry as
remain
well?
Oh, I'm next to
Yeah, it's
Sentry.
only-
Still fail.
It's plus
Still
3.
fail.
Yeah, it's still going to be a fail.
Damn
Okay. For its lair action, let's see, it's used all 3, so it can reuse its beginning ones again. This time.
It makes
So-
that noise.
Beneath Sentry and Ayla, the writhing mass of tentacles reforms, creating difficult terrain.
Difficult
slowing
terrain
your
doesn't mean
movement.
nothing to me in my little stone thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
Yeah,
that I can move
Oh,
closer.
yeah,
to it
that's
anyway.
Yep.
Load it up.
It's the ring, I believe. It's the ring of free action that
Yeah.
means that you can't be affected. But you are still
Yeah,
frightened
that's
of the
the one,
creature.
that's the one.
That is the lair action Sentry. Your
Am I
speed is
now
halved.
double slow?
So your speed is halved, and it costs you 10 foot of movement to move 1 square.
So So I can go.
It's like your body's
1,
struggling
2,
to move.
3.
But that's in dash as well, right?
5.
Because your movement is 30 feet, half to 15. Half again
2,
means you can basically
3.
move 2 squares per.
So that's as far as I can go.
I think so, yeah.
5, 10, 15,
that's
20.
dashing.
Cool. I might have enough. Can I channel my divinity?
Just a point. Where were you, Sentry?
Hello.
Were you here? Were you
I was,
here?
5. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because so your speed is halved,
5, 10.
so your speed goes to 15. Then to move, that's 10 feet, so you can't move
10.
anymore.
Uh-huh. Oh, so that's
and then
it.
if you dash, which is an action, if you dash, you could go there, but that's it. You can pretty much move 1 square at the moment with your normal movement speed.
5.
Because you're slowed and you're in difficult terrain.
So if I go next to Ayla there, does that work?
That's
Right.
move and action,
5,
but yes, you can
10.
do it.
15, 20. Okay, I'll stay there then. Right. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that's everything.
That's unless you got bonus actions.
No.
Okay. End of your turn.
Yes, Danko.
On its go, it's going to move over to this pool of darkness. And as you see, it lowers itself now to ground level. It actually lowers itself to the inky void. And you watch as the inky void begins pulling up into the creature's gaps, the cracks of the skulls. And some of them begin sealing up.
No. It's healing.
And then it's going to fire its... Yep, it heals ever so slightly from the void. And you just hear that voice kind of... I'm not going to put the voice thing on because I can't stop the music. But you just hear it just like...
You do not understand. The Frost Watcher will belong to the Master. Your deaths are inevitable.
And then Sentry, Ayla, and Nova is going to target you guys with beams.
Nova!
Ayla.
Nova!
Nova. God, the Fear Ray again, which means it has no effect because you're currently affected by fear. Sentry, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, Sentry? And Nova, can you make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Yes!
Yes!
You finally rolled a dice.
Sentry.
I got one!
Sentry, you also need to make a
21.
saving throw at the end of your turn for the slow as well. Okay, you both resist these 2 effects.
21.
Do that now, Sentry. You were still slow.
That one.
The
However,
waves and the troughs.
You do feel this thing try to paralyze you, and you shrug that off, but the that slowed down time around you is still in effect.
You can't write this.
No. You can't write it. Quillic and Kalar, it is your turn.
Right, I want to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to the edge of this tentacle pit. And then going to cast, although this does mean that Sentry loses her glowy sword, but I want to cast Bless on Nova, Ayla, and Sentry.
Can you get all of those in range? Is it like within 30 feet?
Yeah, everyone's in 30 feet from there. Okay, it's just I need to click the right buttons here, and I'm clicking everything wrong.
That's fine. But we know you're casting Bless. So Ayla, Sentry, and Nova get an extra D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Yes.
Oh,
the sword
God.
is Gonzo. Unfortunately, the magic sword is Gonzo.
But
And bonus action-
Holy Sword goes away. Holy Weapon.
Save throws,
all I
though.
got.
Okay, at the end of your turn, Quillic,
Here we
an
go.
eye ray in your direction.
Oh, yeah.
Can you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, goody.
I'm famously very strong. 7.
Thanks, bro.
There it
total.
is. The first loss.
So you feel a telekinetic force pick you up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It can in fact bring you up to here. And it throws you. It yanks you forward up into the air and then slams you down into the ground. You're going to take 3d6 of damage. as it
Yeet the
forcibly
bird?
slams you in. 13 points of damage as this telekinetic force picks you up, and then like a whip, it kind of smashes you down on the ground closer towards
Shit.
this thing.
I got yoked.
Lucius. You are no longer
Right.
frightened, Lucius.
I'm not a frightened boy. So, I'm very far away. What I'm going to do is, tapping into my font of magic, I'm going to quicken my spells with 2 points, allowing me to use an action which is going to dash me through this inkiness. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 1 second. I just want to get within
Still got
range.
5 more feet.
60.
You wanted to go 5 feet closer? There you go.
It's still 65. How did I do that?
Well, I guess because
It's
you've
gotta-
not moved
You
any
kind
closer,
of-
you've just moved
The way
sideways.
that you...
I did wangle
Yeah,
it.
you
Can
moved
I
very much
unwangle?
to the right.
You can move an extra 5 feet. I think you could get an extra 5 feet of movement in.
With some diagonal movements, yeah, you can definitely do it.
Yeah.
Is it within 60?
What are you doing?
He's reaching.
There you go. You're hugging the corner of this
I
crystal.
didn't know if I could go in that, but okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, what I'm going to do... Jesus H. Christ. I'm going to cast
I hope
Chromatic
this is
Orb
worth it.
at 5th level.
Right?
So, I'm just going to roll for that
Yep.
now.
And you're doing it as a bonus action because you used your action to dash and you quickened it.
Mark, you're the best DM, honestly. That
Don't try it. Just tell me what you want to do.
Can I twin it and target the same guy?
No, you can't because you've quickened it. You can't use the 2 different meta magics unless it's empowered. I think is the only one that lets you do it. No.
Then I might need to use Empower then. I will throw 1 Chromatic Orb of 5th level at your boy.
Are you empowering it? Do you have to spend those sorcery points now if you are?
I don't have to do that. Mark, when I roll damage for a spell, I can choose to spend a sorcery point and reroll up to 4 of the dice.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right. I thought you had to do it before. Sure.
Okay, here comes the attack that's going to miss anyway. Ding dong! Short acid. That's 14 to hit. Sweet. I miss.
Flies through and sails exploding on the gangway above the creature, above the death
Glad I did all
tyrant.
that.
A classic Lucius turn. It's all flair.
At the end of Lucius's turn, unless there is anything else Lucius can do.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I maximized my go there.
Okay. Nova Vija, 1 eye ray towards you. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
No.
Super-wise.
Wisdom +3.
Right.
So, I get +4, a 1d4 from Quillek, don't I? So.
Well, I was going to
You do.
say I took damage.
God! 9.
Tom, what were you going to say?
I took damage, so I think I need to roll concentration, don't I?
You
22
do make
damage,
it
or
concentration,
whatever it was.
yes. It was 13, so the DC would be 10. DC's 10.
Is it con save?
It is a Constitution saving throw, so no more bless for anybody. No blesses. So,
Then it's a
yeah, Nova,
save.
that's a failure. Yep. You are charmed, which means you cannot attack this thing. You are just in awe of it. The charmed condition, you may not attack the charmee. Yep.
The charmer.
You are just in awe of this thing. You're just mesmerized by it. You cannot bring yourself to harm it. You can still act in any other way. You just cannot attack
I hate it.
Uh,
I hate it so much.
No, not right now. No, you think it's majestic right now.
It's a
it's
horrible
Incredible.
butthole.
And it's your turn.
Who
It's
likes
just like
skulls?
Zalia.
Skulls suck.
Your turn.
I
He's so
don't think
beautiful
there's
right now.
anything... No, he's not! I don't think there's anything I can disguise myself. Why don't I do that? Yeah. Just disguise myself.
Good try.
That's Hadar.
So just nothing, just going to stand there, just like a big old lemon.
I'm just going to stand there like...
Okay. All right. Ayla.
Can I make a roll?
One
Can I make a
was-
save? Can I make any save? Can I do anything?
Nope. For what you are charmed for 1 hour or until you are harmed by this creature.
Oh my Christ. I hate this.
Oh, that
Can I cast
creature.
Dispel Magic on myself?
Or somebody uses a spell to remove the charmed condition.
Yeah.
That is a thing that some spells can do. Cough, cough. That's it. Ayla,
Hello. I'm gonna do the same again.
you are
with
still
my bow.
frightened. Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I've rolled a nat 20 and I have disadvantage.
I was going to do a big spell as well.
19.
Yeah, me too.
19
Yeah.
hits. 19 still
Because
hits.
my nat 20 didn't work. And the second shot is a nat 1. So it doesn't
That's going to be a
hit.
miss. So first bow.
Say 11, 14 points of damage.
2 points of damage. Ow.
And
got a lot of targets
I'm gonna have to make a saving throw, which is a fail. By far.
You are still frightened. At the end of your turn, Ayla, he's got a lot of targets now, so I'm going to d6 this. 1 for Quill, 2 for Nova, 3 for Lucius, 4 for Sentry, 5 for Ayla, and then 6 is... I don't know. I'll roll again. 2, Nova Vija.
God.
Which
It's
is kind of
break you out of
annoying
it.
because I just hit you. Well, that's a dex saving throw, please, Nova.
I mean, on one hand, you kind of
10.
want
I
it
do
to
need
hit
you to make the save. 10.
10.
The ray strikes your leg as you are trying to move, and the same purple crystallization begins to crawl up,
Oh, that's worse. That's worse, that one.
which does
somehow
not
worse.
damage you, therefore does not break the charm. Repeat that same throw at the end of your turn. Lair
That's the worst
action, the
thing.
walls once again come to life. The big pool of tentacles beneath Sentry and Ayla vanishes. And the walls instead become this writhing mass of tentacles and eye stalks, but nobody is nearby for them to be grabbed. Sentry,
Okay.
your speed is
Oh,
still
I'm still
halved.
slow though. 5, 10,
Yep, and so you can
15. Is that enough? 5, 10, 15.
Use the ruler tool.
God damn it! It's not enough. It's not enough. I'm gonna have to dash. I have dash number 15. 5, 10, 15.
That's your action.
And I end my turn Yu-Gi-Oh style.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a saving throw.
I
Make
will
a
make a
saving
saving
throw.
Was it a deck save?
Never mind.
For the slow ray,
Yeah, I
it's
knew he
indeed a
was
dex
gonna
saving
move.
throw.
I knew he was gonna move.
Of course he's going to move.
12.
12 is not enough. You are still slowed. Floats over, now hovering again, like about 20 feet. Just going to check that you can move there. 5, 10, 20. He's actually sort of...
I'm just gonna
He's
chase
not
this thing
as
down.
far
I'm just gonna
away.
chase it.
He's actually there. He's now hovering again 20 feet sort of in the air, but he is near the staircase and the gangways are about 20 feet high, so he's in level with them. On his turn, he fires 3 rays, 1 at Quill, 1 at Sentry, 1 at Nova, the 3 closest targets. Quillic, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? Sentry, con saving throw. And Nova, you're already affected by the charm, so no effect.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh, a natural 20.
Dear. Oh, right, Sentry. So, Sentry, you're going to take half damage. Quillic, you are taking full damage.
Oh, shit.
30 points of necrotic damage to Quill. 15 points of necrotic damage to Sentry as these 2
Oh my
rays
God.
of black
God damn.
energy strike you both. Quillic and Kalar, your turn.
Oh, I mean, I kind of want to just get into a place where I can aid everyone again. Not aid, the other one.
Bless
this mess. Yeah, I think if I go, can I go through the wall of light?
Yeah, it will only hurt
you. Tell me, Kim.
It will only hurt
if
you
you
to
stay
stay
in
there.
Cool. I can't move my boy, but can you just put me in here? And that is within 30 feet of, unfortunately, not Nova, but Sentry, Ayla, and Lucius. I will bless them.
Why is the wall moving?
So you should be able to move your guy now.
Why is the wall moving?
Because I don't know where you want to go. Because I need to move it out of the way so Tom can move.
Yeah, there you go. I'm back.
Now I can move
Nice. Thank you for the bless.
So you move behind it.
Yep, and Sentry, Ayla, and Lucius have bless now. So a D4
and that one is 20. Oh no,
three...
it's not 20 feet high. It was reduced, so he can still see over it. All right. So bless on who? Sorry.
Sentry, Ayla, Lucius.
Yeah. 20 feet
that
up.
side wall is.
I'll give you some cover. For sure.
Yeah,
You
that
get,
side wall is
good half
20
cover.
foot. Yeah.
No, you reduced it. Remember,
Only
it was you
one.
fired a beam.
I shot a 10-foot beam, and it can be from any part of it, so I'm going to reduce it from that one.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
This one?
Behind cover. That's fine.
So,
okay, right. In that case, yeah, you've got some cover. Right, it can't shoot through then. So, at Quill anyway. Lucius.
Right. This is gonna do it. This one. It's gonna be a level 5 chromatic orb.
Okay.
And it's gonna hit.
Go on, boy. Go on.
You have a D4 on attack rolls as well, by the way.
Oh.
Roll the 2.
That is very unfortunate. Even with the D4,
We've done no damage.
The orb
to so long.
flies past, smashing against the crystalline walls, covering them in frost. The battle rages on.
Why? Why do you resist the inevitable? Why do you not surrender to oblivion? I have known life. Now there is only death.
At the end of your turn, Lucius, it is going to fire a beam at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What she's gonna do? D4, remember?
13.
D4
plus
As
D4.
it strikes you, Lucius,
Plus a D4.
the hand that you were holding.
Plus D4.
Plus a D4.
Please roll a 4.
Okay.
You need a 4 to...
1.
It's a 1.
The hand that you reach out that summons the orb, it's struck by the beam, and your fingers begin turning to purple crystal once more.
God damn.
Nova, at the end of your turn, you need to repeat that saving throw. You are restrained, you can't move.
It was a whizzy one, right?
I mean, you still have your action, so... Oh, you're charmed, so you
still-
can't attack him, can you?
I'm charmed, innit? Can I end that?
Yeah.
Would
Is
that
there
be
anything
nice?
else? Is there any other action that you can do? You are restrained, so you can't move. Well, your speed is 0, I should say. Is there nothing else? You want to telly? You could teleport?
What's the point?
Okay. So you just make your saving throw at the end of your turn. And it's a dex saving throw, yeah?
I'm gonna... Shall I dimension door next to Quill?
It's your turn.
Yeah.
We will say
no.
nothing.
I'm gonna teleport next to Quill.
I mean, you place yourself where you want, but I'll put you right behind the wall. So
I'll
as an
mark that
action,
off in a
you kind of
second.
manage to... Your leg can't move, but you summon Tiangong, and you fall through a rift in space next to Quill, peering beside him. At the end of your turn, dex saving throw, please.
Okay, this is gonna be... I should really know this by now. +3. 8. I hate this.
Even with that.
5.
Nova is transformed into a crystal statue.
And I'm reaching out towards Quill.
Yeah. Just like looking up, hopefully. Ayla, your turn.
I'm just going to do the same again. I'm frightened. I can't move any closer to it, so I'm just going to continue to try and damage it.
Because the wall is so high, Ayla, you might just want to move like 5 feet literally to the side so you can see it through the wall of light.
Okay.
I've already moved you, so on the map.
Okay.
But you're not moving closer, you're just sidestepping.
So
those will
19
hit.
plus 11, and then...
That's 30 to hit, so yes.
That was cocked. 12 or 12 plus
that's right,
11.
disadvantage.
12 plus
still a hit.
11, those
20.
still hits.
Okay. Yep, both still hit.
Oh, thank God.
Damage. Unbelievable.
10 damage on the first one. And
Yep.
I rolled a 1 on the second.
This arrow
so...
cracks. You see the jawbone now falling completely limp to one side. A huge crack now opened along its forehead.
It's only a 9 on the second one. It's only a 9.
The other arrow threatens to shatter the whole skull apart, but you can see that whatever dark energy, this red light, is keeping it together. As its lair action. Yes?
Move back behind the wall.
Yeah, so you can take a 5-foot step. This is... Oh no, the difficult terrain's gone, so yes, you can.
I don't...
No, you're currently moving closer to it. You can't move there. You'd be moving closer.
Oh, I can't move closer. So I can move... Yeah. But I can move sideways.
You'd be there.
So I'll move there.
Yeah, so I've just moved you 5 feet back to where you were, yeah.
Okay, and then I failed my save again. I can't literally
Still
get
frightened.
out of this.
Seeing everything fall apart. For the lair action, Quill, on the floor beside you, one of these red eyes opens and a beam fires up at you. Can you make a strength saving throw?
Oh, I'm good at those. Really good at those.
Hey. You are.
The telekinetic force picks you up once again. You take 9 damage as it throws you 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Could have been worse.
Well, I was next to Nova.
It lifts you up.
Oh no, that's bad.
you were.
No.
And it flings you up over directly in front of this thing as it looks down.
Yes, servant of false gods, you shall know despair.
Sentry.
I would like to get closer. 5, 10. So about there.
Yep.
And do we have?
Do you have any distance things?
And then I would like to channel my divinity, please, and use my turn the faithless, please.
You tell me what it does. Just give me a reminder of what it does.
So you have to make a Wiz saving throw DC 15, and then each faith or fiend within 30 feet is turned for a minute or until it takes damage.
It is not a fae or a fiend. It's an undead.
Yes, it's undead.
No.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? I don't mind you, because you didn't know that, so I'm happy for you to use your action for something else.
I'm just.
Do you have anything?
I haven't got any range.
She used the flame lance outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She used the flame lance.
Forgot about that.
I could try. Oh, let me try this. Okay. Can I cast command on it?
Sure.
Try and get it to flee?
Sure.
It's a Wiz 15 save throw.
Let's have a look. Let me just read command.
I don't know.
You speak a one-word command. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command. Okay, it's not actually, doesn't say it's a charm thing. It's just it follows the command. Okay. Right, wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
Yes, please. DC 15.
22.
Ugh.
You speak this command.
I do not listen to trivial life. I answer only to the great Hadar.
And at the end of your turn, Sentry, it fires one of its beams at you.
Okay,
With its last
I need to do
legendary
a
action. You do need to make another saving throw at the end of your turn for the slow. A success. You are no longer slowed. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me? Can you make a wisdom save?
12 plus 19. No, not plus 9. Brain. 21.
You feel the eye trying to shut your system down again, putting you to sleep, but the Matrix, knowing that your friends are in danger, sees you struggle through unaffected. But it is its turn after yours. It will do the old shimmy. 10, 15, 20.
Stop moving!
Leave me alone! Go away!
You're not slowed anymore.
God damn. I'm not.
Where's my turny thing?
I think it's a good thing it passed its command, by the way, because otherwise it would just go up.
That's true.
Yeah. Quill, Sentry. Who else can I see? Lucius.
Oh, I need to do the concentration
Array
check.
each.
Shit.
Please do.
Sorry. 10.
DC 10, you succeed.
Nice.
Yep. Quill.
Yeah, do I?
Whoop. Quill, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. Sentry, I need you to make a con save for me, please. Lucius, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, for God's sake!
No.
Can we not use roll 20?
People are using what they want to use. Right,
Mine was
Lucius,
good.
I'll go in reverse order. Lucius, like Nova, you are thoroughly charmed by this thing, and you feel you are in awe of its majesty as you slowly turn to stone. Sentry, you take some necrotic damage. I need to use the advanced dice roller for this. You take 28 necrotic damage.
Actual dice.
Next time, feel free to roll the actual dice. 28 necrotic damage, Sentry, as you are struck by a black beam. And then... Ooh. Quill. That will be 31 necrotic damage. Are you on 0?
No, I'm quite close.
Okay.
Close.
So any kind of like parts of your armor, parts of your gear dusted as it strikes you, and feathers burn away. But you are still standing.
I'm feeling really 18 right
Quillic and Kalar.
Just give me one hit. I just want one hit.
I mean, coming close, right? It has to be.
It's
close.
falling apart in front of you. You can see it literally breaking up. If you wanted to go full damage cleric, Tom, I'm gonna say I know it's not good as a DM, but now's the fucking time, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
You've got like a big guiding bolt or something.
What's the worst?
Okay.
Something that's not a
saving.
saving. Something that's not an attack roll.
I have to, I mean, it is an attack roll, but I'm gonna have to do a guiding bolt at level 3, which makes it 66 if it hits. It just needs to hit. So this is plus 9. No, 14.
Oh my Christ! No!
Do you have bless? Do you have bless on yourself?
He didn't bless
cast
himself.
Bless on myself.
So what's that? Plus 9, 14.
14.
The arc flies out, and this thing just manages to like lift itself up into the air as the blast hits behind it, erupting behind.
I'm trying to see if I have something
at
special.
the end of your turn. Quillic, legendary action.
Sorry, I also was going to run into behind here. This is exactly 30 to do that. Is that inside the wall there?
If you, no, you're fine. It's technically in a space next to it. Roll 20 is weird. It's in the middle. Sentry, you are the easiest target for it to hit, and its biggest threat right now.
Oh shit! Sorry, Sentry.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
That's the damn.
Also, I'm really curious as to what your hit points are.
Oh!
Why did you roll on roll 20?
Stop rolling on roll 20.
This is 6 total.
Okay. 6 total. You see this crackling black ray emerges from its central eye. You take 57 points of necrotic damage as you feel it trying to drive the very life force out of you. You kind of strain against it, your shield pulsing, breaking, buckling around you as you try and resist. Lucius, you are charmed and slowly petrifying. Sentry is still alive.
Charmed.
What?
Not high,
Really?
but alive.
Elves can't be charmed.
I think you can't be put to sleep. I think you have advantage on being charmed, so you can make your saving throw again.
Yeah, we have advantage on being charmed, but
You're
we
right.
can't
So
sleep
yeah,
on it.
make the saving throw.
Whiz, right?
Okay. So yeah, make the saving throw again. It was a wisdom saving
That's
throw.
right.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
Doesn't matter.
So that's all right.
So you're still charmed. You can't attack it directly. Is there anything you would like to do?
I guess I can't fudge it by saying I'm going to attack the area around it and accidentally hit it.
Yeah. I mean, no, not really.
No.
Yeah, or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. It specifically says that, so no.
I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Sure. So, you summon this ice.
At level...
Are you in
2.
range for Dichromancy?
30 foot,
Oh, you're
right?
just out. Yeah, you're just... It's like 65 feet away. That's frustrating.
Right, so
Okay,
that's that.
so you summon the Armor of Agathis, and at the
God.
end of your turn, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
All right.
No more bless.
No more bless. All right, dex saving
I like
throw.
how you all still using roll 20,
14.
even though you hate it. It's not enough. It's DC 17.
Cool,
Lucius
we have 2 steps
also
now.
transformed.
Excellent.
You do.
Excellent.
At the end of Lucius's turn, it's going to take a legendary action.
He's got to run out of these fucking.
It has 3 a turn. It's used.
No.
This will be its second one. It keeps getting them back. Sentry, that is. Can you make a dex saving throw, please?
I'm using real dice, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure. Sure.
Makes
I'm
no
doing
difference.
it.
Makes no
It
difference.
Dex
doesn't make a
save.
difference. No, it doesn't. It
It
doesn't.
feels
but
good
I'm
to
gonna,
you,
I'm gonna
though.
do it.
That's all that matters.
Come on. 16.
17's the DC. It's been 17 the whole time. Your body slows down. You feel that same warping of time.
Oh, okay.
That's not
damage,
cool.
though.
Nova.
It's not
Nova is
damage.
petrified.
So
Ayla.
petrified. Hold on, give me
Yeah.
a second. It says,
go on.
a petrified creature is transformed along with any non-magical object it is wearing. So Tiangong is still technically alright. Is there
Yes.
anything Tiangong can do?
He needs this. It's a symbiotic relationship. He cannot act without your actions. Tiangong
So yes
or they
and no.
cannot act without your actions. Yeah, it's
Or yes and no.
yeah. That Tiangong can literally answer yes or no mental questions right now on his own, on their own. I'm
Or yes,
afraid.
no.
Without you, Tiangong cannot do anything on its own.
Can it
I'm
call
sorry.
for the shield? Can it call for help from
can.
the shield?
I mean, it can, but in fact, you can. Do you still? You're unaware of anything going on around you, so it calls out, but it doesn't have your will to pull it to it. So I'm afraid it is Ayla. It's your go.
Shoot it again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you
Could
keep
be it.
hitting it, and these arrows have been doing work. Like,
They have.
Come on,
easily
Ayla.
done a
Please,
Ayla, save
please,
us,
please.
save us, Ayla.
Please, please, please. 11 plus 11.
11,
Hit.
22 is a hit. It's a hit.
10 plus 11 is a hit.
Uh-huh.
You watch. Everything seems to slow down as Ayla takes a breath. The arrow is pulled back. It flies through just as Lucius is turned to crystal, just as the time around Sentry warps, and then this arrow strikes the creature in its central eye socket, and it just erupts into bone shards.
Inevitable.
Son of a
The light
bitch.
fades.
Oh my god.
Sentry, you
Katie?
feel time come back to normal. Ayla, the fear disappears as you see it broken. However, Nova and Lucius are still remain as crystal
If we were in
forms.
the office right now, Katie, I would be jumping across the table giving you a big kiss. Oh my god.
You did so much damage in that one.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I
mean,
know,
I'm
but
gonna have
I
to-
could reckless attack it.
Yeah,
and
no, but
I
you
could
still hit.
shoot it at least.
You still,
I mean,
Oh,
you
still,
went
if I
for
didn't
it.
have that
you
bow,
did it, Boo. Boo, you did it. Just take the
I'm gonna
compliment. Have
run
this
over to
compliment.
the-
and shove it in your face.
You're still a statue. You're still a statue. I'm gonna
I'm
run
sad.
over to Nova.
Yeah, is this
She's a statue.
still?
Yeah.
No, you're not initiative. But yeah, you
Right.
see the bodies kind of go slack and just seem to just dissolve. The void on the
need you,
floor
big dog.
disappears. It begins burning away as you feel that presence of being watched vanish. Now, in the dim light caused by these glowing, Magitech devices, you are just left injured, badly, many of you with deep burns and scars where the skin and muscle has been,
Still got over 100
destroyed. Yeah, I fucking didn't hit Ayla at all. But Nova
because
and
you rolled the
Lucius
same
completely
thing.
statued. Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at
man.
Lucius or Nova and escape plan, Lucius.
We need
I'll go with
Nova.
escape plan. I greater restoration at 6th level Nova.
Okay. Nova, you are no longer petrified.
Can we do anything to help Lucius? We can't do anything, can we? Just now.
I think I'll just collapse onto Quill as just.
It's dead. It's dead. It's gone. It's dead. We just need to get the shield and get out of here. But Lucius is still. I think I can't see him anymore.
She's just wibbling. She's just wibbling.
Just make me a nice figurehead on the front of the starship.
Yeah.
He'll look great there. It's where he belongs.
What can we do, Quill? Quill, when you can cast it again, right? You can cast it again.
I've got no more. Nothing left. I need either a long rest. I mean, can we stay in this place for? We can't. Valia's running from the serpent thing. I don't know. I don't know what we can do.
We just have to get him onto the ship.
I will make a
can't do
point.
anything.
I have been extremely lenient on the 100 gold of diamond dust by saying you've had a bunch of it already. This
we
is something
fucked up.
in the future. You are pre-buying it. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it on Lucius. You've got one. I'm gonna say you've got 100 gold of diamond dust left, so you can do it one more time. After this, I expect you to specifically buy diamond dust. So
Okay, yeah, I've been spending
you've
gold
got
for
enough-
it, but I don't have any
Oh, have
spells.
you
for
spent
it.
a gold?
it's something you need to
Have you
pre-buy. Yeah.
I don't have the
You
spells.
have
for
you
He doesn't
it.
have spell slots. He can't do it.
No. Have you spent the gold for Nova?
Yes.
Because I'll spend it.
Oh, actually, that's a point.
No.
Okay, yeah.
you
So
spend
Nova
that.
now
I
costs
will
100
spend it.
gold.
I
will
took some
spend
stone
it.
gold and then used that.
Yeah, you're left with
I'm
this
gonna-
kind of remaining remnants of the ship. You can see a few of these storage units. You can see the Magitech workshops, the Tiangong shard, the shield in the middle. But yeah, you still now have a sort of like 800-pound Lucius that you need to transport because he weighs 10 times what he probably did before.
What?
Nova Thalia.
Yeah, so neither Ayla or Sentry are going to be able to carry him out on their own. Like, you need some way of
carry him.
transporting him.
Can we, if in theory Nova was to cast the gate, could we in
Levitate.
theory Sentry and levitate? Levitate would be the
If I-
best option.
Could I levitate the statue? The only thing is, it's a
I think it
con.
might need to be a living creature.
It's a con
I'll
spell,
do it.
and the arcane gate is a con spell.
No, I can levitate.
Or loose
Um,
object. Yeah,
Levitate
okay.
it because
Yeah,
we
you
did
could
it on a
levitate it.
cart before. So if we can
yeah.
do it on a cart, we can
Yeah,
do
you
it on
could
a
levitate it.
Lucius.
Either that, or we've got the
Or we
Like,
could
thing
open
over
the
there.
gate and I don't know, me and Sentry together pull him through quickly.
I can levitate.
It's not as reliable. Okay.
Yeah, Tom can levitate.
Um,
Quill can levitate.
Okay.
We need to before we go. We need to figure out the ship. We've got the ship now. We need to do that.
Yes, we need to get it out.
We need to.
No, I can't
Can
levitate.
can I contact Thalia and just say to her,
Mhm.
we've killed the thing. Does the thing look any less angry? Does he look less angry, Thalia?
There is a brief moment, and you hear a message back of like, I can't see any of that black and red stuff coming out of the ship that you're in, but this thing doesn't look any less angry. It still seems extremely protective. And quite honestly, I don't think I'm the one that's should be talking to it. One of perhaps you, if you want to try and communicate with this thing, I think it should be one of you. But it certainly doesn't look like it's calmed down.
Do you think you can keep hidden for another 8 hours?
No.
Okay.
Perhaps 8 more minutes. Perhaps double that, maybe.
Okay.
You've already taken an hour. You've been in there for like nearly 2 hours. I'm hiding as best as I can, but this thing knows I'm here somewhere.
Okay.
Thalia
okay,
Lucius
look,
is currently a statue. We've got issues.
Yeah. And
well,
also,
I suggest you figure them out as quickly as you can.
Also, he's too heavy for levitate. Bad news.
Oh, because he's too chonk. Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting it as roughly 800. He probably weighs more than that. I'm sure that Lucius probably weighs more than 80 pounds, but
up to 500 pounds. So, look.
Yeah, he's way too heavy for levitate then.
Focus. We need to do things in order. We need to find the way, and then we get off. So we need to find the we need to, or we can talk. Should we talk to it? Quill, can you talk to it?
I can try talk to it.
Sentry, your matrix is probably the best shout. You've got an aura around you that is of protection, and you're the one that's going to be able to talk to it. It might listen to you. It's worth a shot.
I can give it a go.
You will probably have to head out of this ship, as the crystal kind of like armor would dampen any sort of magical effect, and outside it is very cold. So
okay. First things first. Everybody look for a console. Everybody look for a console that looks like we can control the engines.
I am happy to tell you, Nova, as you begin searching around, there are consoles and there are power. None of them really control the navigation, but it becomes very quickly apparent. You know Magitech, you've studied engines. This thing is a wreck. There's no thrusters left. There's nothing that is going to be able to fly this battlecruiser. There's nothing that's going to be able to forcibly move it under its own power. It's also partially frozen into the creature.
It wouldn't have been the ship that was angering it. It was Hadar, and we've got rid of that.
But is there a way we can heal it and calm it?
While they're talking, can I have a look at these other chests that are... Because we found platinum in one of them.
Yeah.
Can I have a look and see what else there is?
You've got the platinum, haven't you, Ayla? So you took all 10 bars. Yeah, that's like nearly 1,000 pounds of weight that you're carrying around in your bag. It's very heavy. Probably not that. It's probably about sort of 100 pounds actually. You look around, and there's you. I mean, if you spend the time while Nova's looking for a console, you've got like 5 minutes to kind of do a quick running around, checking boxes and things like that. There's quite a few things that you find. One of the storage crates contains 15 Magitech crystals. You've seen these things powering stuff in astral space. So you've seen them powering devices. You've seen them powering parts of Thalia's ship. They look quite valuable. So you have 15 Arcanite crystals. And I will tell you that they're worth about they'd probably be worth about 500 gold each, but they can also be used to power Magitech. So if you find any Magitech equipment, they can be used to power that. You also find in another box, you find two physical items. You find a long, elegant staff which has bands of crystalline Magitech on either end that hums with power, and it looks like a kind of like a battle staff more than a wizard staff. It looks like the kind of staff that you could fight with, and you can feel that there's intense magical energy in it. You also find a suit of powered Valkyrian armor that is also magical. It's full plate, basically. It's made from metal and crystal, but it is it's the equivalent of a full plate suit of armor, and it is clearly Magitech as well.
It is, however, Valkyrian.
Yeah, but
there's no insignias on it. It's Valkyrian in design, in that it's black and ominous, but there's no like logos slapped on it. It just looks like plain
spray
black
paint it
anyway.
Yeah, we can paint it.
Yeah.
The Magitech statues, the mechs that you described before.
Like the semi-power loaders. Well, it's a mixture of vehicles. Some of them look more like kind of jetpacks, or like some of them look like little lifts and things like that. But almost all of them are broken. All of them are in completely shattered disarray, long power down. The only one, Nova, as you look around, there is one in the corner that appears to be a 2-wheeled single-person vehicle, like a cyber bike. It looks like Akira's bike, but made from black and crystal and metal. And it looks very sleek. It's large. It's a large size. But yeah, 2 powered wheels, slots for Magitech crystals.
I was wondering if there was like a mech that we could lift Lucius up with.
They were all displayed, as I described earlier.
We could take
I was
the
wondering.
bike.
And Ayla can lift.
Okay, so if we so we can't move the ship. So there's no physical engines to even power. Like there's nothing we can power. Like I'm guessing the
all
engines.
shattered
The ship is
on impact.
100% stuck into this
So
thing.
I think
Yes. That's
we
the
need
impression you
to-
get.
We need
Okay,
to
I
talk
think
to
this
it.
is a dead end. We need to go. So I propose. I almost wonder if you guys go outside and return. Oh, I don't know. I'm just so worried that if I take the shield out, it's going to power down the life support and everything, and you're all going to be in a ship. So I wonder if you should all go outside the ship. I'll take the shield. Maybe I can ride the bike and join you, or I can teleport or something. And then we have to figure out a way to get Lucius out. But I can't cast the arcane gate from in here because I need to be able to see where it goes. So I
We put
can't.
Lucius on the bike. We all go.
Oh, well,
Will
the
the
bike
bike
can only hold one
carry
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry that.
I mean, Lucius
Someone
is
just walks
Lucius
alongside
weighs a hell of a ton. You could certainly try something like that. Lucius's form, you could try and balance him precariously on this Magitech bike. You do need to power it. The Magitech bike has no power, so you'll need to
Can we power it with
as
the
well.
things that I found?
crystals.
The crystals?
Does look like the crystals specifically designed for these types of vehicles. Yes, it will cost you one
Excellent.
of these crystals to power the bike.
Cool. Okay, so we'll use one of the crystals to power the bike. If we put
Yeah, so as
Lucius,
Ayla, you
if
kind of
Sentry and I
connect
can
this-
Sorry.
I was going to say, you connect the crystal to the bike, and you watch as all these different swirls and lines fill up with a purple energy. It kind of, and you hear it hum to life. And yeah, you can see that there's a very simple control. I don't think any of you naturally from Aerois would understand how the fuck this kind of thing works. I think
proficiency in land
Sentry,
vehicles.
Lucius, and Nova.
Would I have
If you have
any
proficiency in
knowledge
land
from
vehicles,
from being from the whole ship recognizing me, would I have some kind of memory?
why
that
don't you roll a
is not-
D100 for me, Ayla? Roll a D100 for me. Let's see.
Turns out she was a biker girl.
But yeah,
I have a
actually,
crazy
I'd say
idea for
whilst you're
Lucius.
doing that, Quill.
I have a really
50.
crazy-
I mean, looking at
58.
this thing, 58. I'm gonna say you can't forcibly conjure these memories. It might come to you in time, but right now you're just some weird Magitech thing. You don't know what it is. But when Quill looks at it, I think you'd be like, okay, there's some similarities here. That okay, this moves that, and that bit's this. You think you could maybe ride this thing proficiently? It would be difficult with only one arm, but you know
later,
how it
nerd.
make go. Or you could
my
teach somebody
plan-
else.
How
You
to
could easily
make
just
go.
teach somebody how to make go.
my plan
They
is
wouldn't
to
have any
ride it.
fine
It's
control
literally-
over it.
It's literally just put Lucius on it and then almost use it as a cart to just wheel it along and maybe give it some engines just so
yeah.
it goes along
I
the same
have-
speed as
I
us
mean-
walking.
Go on.
I could turn
Poor
Lucius
Trot.
into a gaseous cloud.
Do you have to
So-
target a
You
creature?
have to be a living person, right?
Well, it's a willing creature. Yeah.
He cannot be a willing creature. He has no concept of what's going
I
on.
was gonna turn you into a little cloud, Trot. Little cloud, little guff cloud.
Bike will do it. Just do the bike.
What would you do with that cloud?
If I-
Out of interest.
Put it in a bottle and then
And
cart you
it just
out.
dissipates.
With Nova checking out the systems, Ayla checking all the boxes for loot and everything else. You've been here about 5 minutes. Thalia is just I don't mean to rush you, but this is getting a bit dicey out here. If you're going to calm this thing down, the sooner you can do it, the better, please.
Can
Lucius
we
on the bike.
Can
Sentry, Ayla.
can Sentry and I
Yeah.
put Lucius on the bike and kind of support while we go out?
Yeah, as long as you walk alongside it and Quill is kind of
Yeah,
like
I was
holding
thinking we
the
could use
handles
it
and
to-
wheeling it, the group of you can do
Yeah.
it. It's slow. You are quite slow going because you're having to like make sure that Lucius isn't going to fall. Like, you know, you could go faster,
Sorry,
but there'd be a
Lucius,
risk that
but-
Lucius would fall and break.
No.
How does this bike
yeah.
hold a fucking heavy ass statue?
Yeah,
It's like a
well, I mean,
seesaw.
it's Magitech, so there's
They're
no
holding
like
both ends.
weight. Yeah, it's no like it can't burst the tires or anything. But it's definitely, it can't go very fast with Lucius on it. It's so heavy, the wheels and the chassis are like grinding along the floor, but it does go. But it's
better
definitely
than
not
what
going
me
very
and
fast.
Sentry carrying Lucius and
Dragging.
having to stop every
Well-
Yeah.
yeah.
Might lose
Yeah.
a foot.
Okay, so you guys begin making your way down. It's going to take you a good bit of time to get to the other end. It took you some time to get here, so getting to the entrance will take some time as well. What are you doing, Nova?
I'm gonna stay behind
Mhm.
and wait for word that they are in the clear, and then I
Okay.
will, I guess, summon the shield, or try and get
Sure.
recover the shield.
Recover the shield. Sentry, did you want to do something? So when you get to the main entrance bit where you guys first came in, where you were holding off the elementals, did you want to try and do something to contact with the creature, or?
I'd like to let it know that we're here and that we've helped it.
Okay.
So
how would you like
if-
to go about this?
could I? So as we're walking sort of out of where we came in from, where the ship goes inside the creature, is there like an injured part of the creature that's been hurt by the ship?
So you remember there's like this big jagged scar that you ran down when
Yeah.
you were being swarmed by all these creatures, and then there's the door. It's almost like a canyon, right? And then it leads to this black metal ship door. And if you step out of that, you'll be on the creature's back effectively. You'll be on this enormous creature's back in this deep jagged scar, and you can see the light pulsing by. But as soon as you step outside, you know that you're going to be assailed by these freezing cold winds.
Yeah. I should probably heal first. So I'm going to give myself real quick, like 30 lay on hands points, and then can I use the other half on the creature's scar and just give it like a comforting?
So you
little healing
step
boost.
out, and Sentry, you're blasted by this freezing cold. You can take 5 cold damage, and then you kind of kneel down, and it's not like snow. You're kind of leaning on hard ice, but it's not slippery. And you can see all these constellations and stars weaving beneath its skin. And you place your hands, and this scar is enormous. I mean, it's big enough for this whole ship to have crashed and gouged out. But you lay your hands on it, and you channel that healing energy in. And as you do, your matrix in your mind connects with the creature here. And you just hear this old, ancient voice, older than perhaps even Root Prime. Who are you? And that is where we will end today's episode, because we've got to read stuff out,
okay.
and we've got people to
Damn
cover
it.
us. Yeah, well, we've got 10 minutes
man.
left, and I want to make sure we wrap up in time.
I
So
didn't even notice
Yeah.
the
that's
time.
where we're going to end. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
well,
that's
it was a
really
pretty
bad.
intense one.
Out for a long time now until I can long rest, I guess.
I have a really big
Poor old
headache.
Trot and Lucius. Yeah, well, yeah, it was a stressful one. It was a stressful one.
Man, that was so tough.
You did it, though. You fucking
We
guys,
did
you
it.
did it.
Goodness.
There's some good luck, some clever spell usage, and some good maneuvers,
Yeah.
but
Good luck, some
I
bad
re-
luck.
you know,
I regret
some,
not blighting it. I really regret not blighting it. I don't know. I
Would
feel like I
blight
should
have
just
done
gone for it.
damage?
No, necrotic.
do you know
you
what?
probably
It's
would have
really
healed
funny.
it.
Necrotic.
Well, do you know what? That's the funny thing is I checked it because I was really surprised by this. No resistance or anything to necrotic. It would have affected it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? What, an
Yeah.
undead Hadar
Yep.
thing?
Yeah. I mean, this is the base Death Tyrant. It doesn't have any resistance or immunity to necrotic, which is super weird. I
That's
agree. It's very
really
odd,
weird.
but that was the stat.
That's very, very.
But
weird.
yeah, Kim's now extra salty.
I'm not
But no,
salty.
I
I'm
mean,
pissed
that
off at
was-
myself for having no conviction.
as a point. So Lucius had something like 20, 30 hit points left. Quill
Oh,
had
God.
18. Sentry was
Oh,
down to
God.
37.
I was on 28.
The disintegrate ray if the disintegrate ray or the death
God.
ray, 9 and 10 on the random table, if they put you to 0, they both kill you instantly. Disintegrate, you're dead. Death ray, you're dead, and you come back as a zombie.
Did you roll
So,
any disintegrates?
Fucking close. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tom saved 3 of them. Tom was just like,
whoa.
That's
Lucius
crazy.
got hit by 1. Quill got hit by 1. I think Sentry got hit by the death ray right at the end. Yeah, it was bad.
That was a
very,
tough
very
fight.
scary, but very lucky. It
slippery
was,
boy
but it was
today.
also, you guys fucking did it, right? Like, you guys, no scams, no help from NPCs.
Yeah.
All you guys fucking nailed it, and you've got loads of loot. You've got a cool fucking Magitech bike, and you're gonna get a new Tiangong shard.
Maybe.
So,
Also, I only threw one attack spell that time round, huh? Guys?
you did, and it was well timed. It was a well timed one.
Very great support. Like, all the
As a
best
point,
of it.
Tom, when you went to heal, a normal beholder, it has a cone of anti-magic, so you can't cast spells at all, like, and magic items don't work. The Death Tyrant is in that cone, you can't regain hit points. Nobody can regain hit points in its cone, and it's 150 foot. It's like, bam.
Oh, fuck.
It's nuts. Yeah. So
you'd have
I was
to
just
be
why I was just like,
be able to
you or
regain.
like right on its sides. Yeah, you have to be out of its
Right. Yeah.
central cone to
Okay.
get healed. But yeah, you guys wouldn't have known that. So that's why, like, I
mad.
think at the beginning I described it that they all felt this like presence and Ayla didn't, because Ayla was actually on the side of it and you guys were all in the cone basically.
Interesting.
Oh, man. What a tough,
Hate
tough
it.
boy.
Well, anything else that we need to read out? Any thank yous and stuff for
Yeah, I
subbies?
will quickly go through these.
feel
It's,
so unwell.
Dumbass Rogue has donated with Hello, nerds.
It's not really what I want to hear when we finish a session. God, I feel so sick. I'm gonna die.
It's just the adrenaline. It's the adrenaline come down.
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Yeah.
Can I quickly do the one Yogscast one, and then I can end the Yogscast stream, and then
Yes,
Oh,
let's
sure.
do that.
Yeah.
So
We'll
thank
stay
you to-
live on High Rollers.
Yes. So yeah, head over to High Rollers D&D if you want to. Otherwise, I'm sure there'll be a raid to the next Yogscast person.
Pedguin.
So Pedguin. So
Is it
enjoy
Ped?
that.
There you go.
And
Enjoy Ped. I'm
Ace-
sure he's playing more Fall Guys.
Ace of Thorns, thanks for your donation, saying, hope this isn't the only bright point of the night. Lol. Thank you very much. And yeah, thanks for watching on Yogs. We'll continue on High Rollers
Thank you,
D&D.
Yogs.
And
Thank you.
Just want to
Goodbye
listen to us
to
chat
you all.
about stuff.
Bye.
Feel free to
Bye.
do the raid now. Lol
Yeah.
and goodbye. All right.
And then High
and now-
Rollers. We'll read
We're
out some
still
messages here.
Oh,
Oh my god.
like,
Ah,
ooh,
Blight says it doesn't affect undead or constructs.
Undead.
Yeah, but not-
yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
GG,
there you
no
go.
rate.
So you
All
did
of
make the
like
right
was-
call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a message from Dumbass Rogue who says, hello, nerds. Big fan from Australia. Just leaving a small donation to show my appreciation for all chaos and amazing worlds and characters you all have made. They have helped me and kept me sane during crazy, crazy times. Stay high and rolling, folks. Thank you very much, Dumbass Rogue.
Thank you.
HR
Thank you.
Nerd.
What a name.
Wow, I donated. HR Nerd. I've caught up from Lightfall and have been watching Yogs forever. I love you all, and you always bring me joy and laughter. Consider this the first of many donos. Well, I guess we'll see you again, HR Nerd. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Feebles with a donation that says a friend has started watching after my nagging. Well, thank you very much for nagging your friends to join. We
Excellent.
played a drinking game for episode 3, and each time Lucius cried, Quill mentioned his passive wisdom, Nova geeked out, Ayla was done with their shit, and Sentry was the mum friend. We took a sip. We had a great time. It sounds like you asked out of me.
I bet you had a good time.
Yeah. Seastern Hund. Hey ho! After catching up all the way from Lightfall and due to finishing my apprenticeship as a confectionist, I don't have to work today, so I can finally watch live. My name translated is Sea Star Dog, by the way. Well, there you go. Sea Star Hund. Sea Star Dog. Thanks for all these hours of entertainment. Thank you very much, Sea Star Dog. It's Brian Branana. Hey everyone, it's Brian Branana. Please take the motorcycle with you. Please take it with you. any of you could crank your badass
Right.
levels to 11 with that shit. Hey,
I want a
anyone that can
biker
ride it.
Ayla.
Oh, I had a
Biker Ayla with like
Arcane
a leather
Gate.
jacket on.
I had a
Can it
blindfold at one
fit?
point as well.
Can it fit a 10-foot portal
You did.
in diameter?
The bike. Yeah, it's a large
Yeah.
creature. It would be the only.
Nice.
You'd have to go
Ooh.
through on its own. So you'd have to shove it from behind.
Can next
Uh,
episode be a
Ti-
full weekend at Bernie's episode?
With just statues just like this.
Yeah, we just. Oh my god, Trot! Do you remember like that cardboard cutout you got made of
Yeah.
you for one? Like, yeah, I'm just imagining that
remember.
now.
Yeah. Great.
Natalie Hawthorne, back again, doing a heckin' big concern for this episode. I don't want to lose all my favorite D&D idiots. Oh, D&D idiots. I mean,
It came close.
thank you very much,
Yeah.
Natalie Hawthorne.
Real
Nerd
close.
Lord with a quarter hundo. Thank you very much. Been a while since I've been able to catch any High Roller stream, but I'm here today. Tom and Ree, I miss being at Chaos Twins every week, but alas, here is some money because I love you all, and maybe I can bribe Mark not to TPK. Well, we'll assume that
It's
your
not-
donation is the reason we did TPK.
I mean, comments like that, it's not... Guys, I'm not here trying to get a TPK. I'm like, this monster is a very fitting monster. I'll put this monster in. Now I'll roll for the monster. Oh, it got a 19. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It's not up to me.
If Mark wanted a TPK, he would have added more like bad dudes or something like that. Or,
Yeah.
you know, like,
I
Yeah.
definitely could have. I could have put some more monsters in that thing. The other one is like I tried to like I could have just been like I'm going to target Lucius with every ray until he's dead. I'm going to target Quill with every ray until he's dead. It's true. I'm a TPK maker. But you've just got to try and play it out as fairly as you can. And sometimes you will, and
Yeah.
sometimes there'll be things that people disagree with. But it's fine.
it's just Death
They've all been
Tyrants are
really
stressful.
balanced so far.
Yeah.
I
Death
think.
Tyrants are
They,
very
like-
stressful. It's a very
Yeah,
scary
like,
monster.
That's not Mark. That's the Death Tyrant. Blame the
No.
Death Tyrant. He's a twat.
Yeah, exactly.
Mudkip. This is Mudkip with 2 eyes this time. I think it's an imposter.
Oh,
Rom.
imposter mudkip.
Simply, Trough and Matt. Le Mudkip is writing this from the beginning of the episode. Monka S times 11 plus Monka Red. I don't know what Monka Red is. Wow. Wow, Quill is getting buff. My bird boy is almost ripe for the cooking. Yum. JK, Mudkip wouldn't eat Quill? Question mark.
Find the Mudkip thing again.
I won't eat Quill.
They're just losing it.
Nightjar with Monka F. Thank you very much, Nightjar. Let's do a quick refresh.
Monka S.
Oh, there's tons more. I didn't refresh for a long time. Varus with a donation, no message. Thank you very much. Soxard with a half hundo.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I need for this battle. Wait, I feel like I need to donate for this battle alone, let alone all of the shenanigans I've been catching up on with Lightfall, which I definitely didn't binge most of it in about 3 weeks.
Nice.
Nice work.
I'm glad you enjoyed
Thank you
it.
very much. Brian Indigo again with a quarter hundo. Kim, can you explain these donations to me, by the way? You stole the corn. I had it canned above the store. And miss, you should have seen the look on our face when it was opened. There was a stillness, like the Formica countertop.
Fire walks with me. You want to watch Twin Peaks, Tom?
Oh,
Twin
right.
Peaks.
Okay,
Right.
it's a Twin Peaks thing. That's why it
Okay,
doesn't make
okay.
any sense.
Yeah, because Twin Peaks makes no sense.
Now I understand.
Kenku noises. Kenku noises. That rush of adrenaline when Sentry rolls all those D8s. Kenku noises. That's not a Kenku noise.
So that was the other thing I knew going into this fight, and I said this to Kim. Like that fight was always gonna be really swingy because it was either gonna be like you guys just had really bad luck, or it got really lucky and it was like bad stuff happening, or Sentry comes in and is like level 4 Divine Smite, level 4 Divine Smite. Oh, it's dead. It's like one
Getting
crit.
to it.
That nat
Yeah,
one
and that's-
on that second.
That's why it has like all of those little sleep
I think
and
that's the
paralyze and
balance,
fear
isn't
and
it?
da-da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It's a perfect counter to Sentry and Ayla. It's like,
Also, the
Yeah,
amount of
definitely
times
things
you
like the
rolled
fear and slow and stuff.
yeah, it's really good.
rolled so many 20s followed by 1s. Like, I feel like you've done that 5
Yeah.
times now. It's insane.
It's the curse. It's the peaks and the troughs, you know?
Yeah.
That's how Sentry.
Chromium-
That's how Sentry
I can't
rolls.
believe you rolled
That's what you do.
mostly like between 1 and 7 today.
Yeah.
I would say. Like
Some high
I need
numbers there
this to
leaving.
happen to me. I need
Love
this to
it.
happen to me after
Love
the stream.
it. Sure.
Chromium 246. Y'all are freaking me out so much right now. Kim, I relate so much. I wish I had your fluffy dog for some comfort. Hope none of you die. That would suck a lot. That would suck a lot.
It would.
I'm going to punch you a lot. Ravager 4
Whoa.
got on to donate and saw a giant mass of tentacles and a death tyrant. Mark, what the hell is going on? Guess I'll find out when I hit up the board late. Can't wait. I hope you all had a great game and a great Sunday. Thank you very much, Ravager. Mudkip again. Rom. Not sure if the one and only Mudkip's first Ono went through earlier, but anyways, wow. Even I, Mudkip, supple as I am meeting, am so stressed, and not my prodigious against Tom can stop me, Mudkip, from sorrow. Feels Rom 20, man. Feels roll 20, man.
I don't like. I just leave it. Mudkip and you guys have a special relationship, and that's fine.
He is supple and
Anyway.
Yorkshire, I wish I was done.
Supple.
Yorkshire Dave, with over $30 dues, I would be whipping through them, but people keep interrupting, like you clicking your fucking fingers. Bag gum and then some. What a bloody scrap! Unfucking believable. Such an epic battle. Love a bit of squeaky bum time. What a Bobby Dazzle of a battle. Take a bow, everyone.
Squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time.
Soxard again. Thank the gods for Ayla having a bow, and I picked a hell of an episode to make my first donations on. Welcome back, Soxard. See you again. Nightjar. Ayla is our queen, and Mark is our lenient god. And when does chat get their group therapy session? Because that was just too much fucking tension. I'm an old lady, Mark. My heart can't take it.
Yeah, feeling that.
Sorry, Nightjar. And that is the final one. Gift subs. There's probably some. Thank you very much.
Lots.
Yes.
We appreciate them.
There's gift subs from Roth Speef, Cooper Orc, Pondering Drifter, and an anonymous gifter, and over 300 bits from D Beachy, who says, loving the stream, and Underworld Chris, and yeah, lots of other bits as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
everybody.
much.
We're going to shoot off. We get some sleep, get some rest, recover from this epic ordeal, and we'll be back soon. Potentially Chaos Twins on Tuesday, Strahd on Thursday, and back on Sunday for more Aerois. So come and check us out. All right, bye.
Bye, everybody.